Thank you.
It's coming. Hey everybody, welcome to the NoRights Podcast. I'm your host Ben, aka NoRights. You know me. Hey! Okay. Joining us this week, as per usual, my co-host and good buddy Ian. How you doing, Ian?
Shadasoko.
Also joining us from over on Ian's side is a good friend of the show, back to have him after a few weeks off, our other good buddy, Nate. How you doing, Nate?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, fuckers.
Okay, Stifler.
Fuckers.
Well, that's the baby Stifler or whatever his name was. Anyway, but yeah, Doug might be popping in later. He's working and then he's going to the gym, gonna pump some iron, get real buff. You know, but I don't know. But joining us as per usual, my arch nemesis and twin brother Franklin. How you doing, Frank?
Sup?
Yeah, he's testing a new mic, so he came on.
Yeah, he's testing it on our ears, our poor ears.
No, I don't have the. I'm using the old mic, but the new headset.
Oh, it's a new headset, huh? Oh.
Well, it has a mic, and I was trying to split her, but it.
Yeah, my headset, the little thing with the volume knob and the mute switch, kind of broke open, and I just taped it together, and I don't know, it didn't have any duct tape around here.
Professionalism.
Frank, I'm broadcasting from my basement. How professional do you want me to be?
At least he's not blaring weird like radio stations that are picked up by your microphone or something in your ear.
Oh man. Anyway.
That shit was hurting my ears, man.
Oh yeah, that was. And then you hear it, the pop-up noises on his desktop louder than him. Can you hear me? Bring. And then we started looping. It was great. Anyway, enough talking about stuff people didn't get to hear and will never know about. Let's play a little bit of catch-up. How about with good old Nate, since we haven't seen you in a while? What you been up to, man? What you been doing?
How long has it been? Let's see.
Forever.
Forever.
Has
It was
it been since January?
Could be.
It's been a while. You said weeks. It could be months.
It's been a while.
Well, I remember it was before Frank got the title match on the trivia, so that's been a while. So
yeah. Yeah. How's things been going, Nate?
Oh, pretty good. Enjoying my new 3D printer.
ooh.
It's not
Yeah.
really new now.
Excuse me.
Well, it's newer than ours because we don't have any. So
Oh.
That's right.
why don't you tell us about it? What kind of 3D printer you got and what you've been making with it?
I've been making batarangs and thermal detonators, and I'm trying to save the filament until I get the filament extruder to make it cheap. And miniatures.
Nice.
Huh.
Well,
Huh.
Yeah, he's
Huh.
trying to get something so he can recycle like ABS or plastic or whatever, so he doesn't have to pay for like the filament rolls that cost like
Yeah, paying for shit sucks.
I'd rather pay $4.
yeah. Well, he was gonna try
Why
to
not? Make you
find
hot.
any. Did you find any places that sell like those wholesale beads and stuff,
Mhm.
plastic beads?
Bunch of them.
That's good.
sweet. Well, That's cool, man. Glad you're getting use out of it. I mean, Ian's been thinking about getting a 3D printer. Are you gonna end up getting like the same model, Ian, or are you gonna wait till the new hotness comes out after that?
Well, I was trying to wait for this. We were both trying to aim for the second 3D printer, but the second version. He's got the Robo 3D R1 Plus now. But they were supposed to come out with an R2, like, what was it, like last year?
D2?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, so that's hasn't happened. I'll probably get like the same one he's got.
I was gonna go with the big box, but then I found out I can just put the hot end from the big box on the R1 Robo 3D Plus. The name needs work.
Yeah.
Beep boop boop boop.
You can buy like the hot end from
The E3D.
Yeah,
which
the
is the
E3D.
reason why I was buying the big box, and it was like $1,000 cheaper.
yeah.
The hot end. That sounds like the wrong thing to be buying. Yeah, I went to a
What's-
bar and then I got the hot end. Yeah.
It's pretty much just like the printing head, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard.
So-
does that have
check it
like
out.
a plated nozzle or whatever?
What are you doing, Frank? What? You're drinking a soda.
Okay, so my other monitor, which used to be my main monitor, it's next to me, and I was trying to use it just a second ago. Look what happens when I open a white screen with it.
Where were you on the night of the 14th?
Right.
I'm on Reddit right now. Let me see if I can switch to night view.
Maybe you should just be on the show, Frank. I mean, I know it's such a hard thing to comprehend.
No. Multitasking. It's the way of the future, Ben.
Anyway, so
But no, like I was gonna say like the problem is just money. I don't really have the money to get it right now myself, so I'm gotta save for
No
it.
money, no problems.
that's all right, man. You know, you got all these other things you're working on too. You know, you got your LED
Yeah.
projects, you got your,
Audio
coding.
projects.
You got a whole
Yeah.
bunch of stuff going on. Just wait till you got funds for it and then move on. That's how it works. I mean, I
That's
spent,
how all this works, huh?
yeah. I mean, I spent like 2 years saving up to get
That's
my
not how this
computer.
works.
We can't go one show
Not how
without
any of this
referencing
works.
that commercial, can we? But yeah, I
No.
saved up for like 2 years to buy my computer. I saved up for like 2 years to buy my Cintiq, and now I'm just looking to save up to buy my next computer because this one's almost 10 years old. So,
Well, did that take you like
It's not that
over a
old,
year
man.
then for that like that $500 like Drobo thing
huh?
or HP?
Drobo.
You know the Drobo.
Oh no, I didn't get a
Your
Drobo.
NAS?
I got the
Yeah.
I got the Western Digital MyCloud EX4. That was
4 hard drives in it.
Nice.
yeah. It's got 4 hard drives in it. I kind of wish I had gotten the Max with them, but that would have added quite a bit to the price tag. I got the most I could for the most affordable I could find it. So, I don't know. See, I have the habit of whenever I get money, putting it away and forgetting I have it, because otherwise it will get spent. So just not thinking about stuff, and then when I eventually decide, well, I really need to, like when my hard drives started filling up, it's like, well, I guess I need to go find a solution for that. So,
Yeah.
hi Frank, I can hear me.
Yeah.
Put your headphones on,
My ears were
Franklin.
getting hot.
Hey, did
That means
you-
we're talking
But
about
my
you,
ears
Frank.
were getting hot.
Yeah, you're ruining the show,
I'm
Frank.
Hold on, let me turn the volume back down.
You're enjoying Frank?
Wouldn't be anything new.
Frank, am I going to have to mute you?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Anyway,
Hello?
yes.
Hello?
Franklin.
No, remember that video with the kid? Hello?
No, Franklin. Nobody remembers any of that. Anyway.
Delete this! Hello?
Oh, you're talking about my brother works for Steve, so enjoy being banned.
Yeah. That was fucking hilarious.
Anyway,
Huh? Hey, you want to talk about your dating scene or no?
Meh.
Eh.
Well, but as long as we can transition to talking about you, Ian, because how's your dating scene going? Because you're always talking with the ladies. We're always doing early shows because you're busy out on the dates.
Well, it's rough, man. Like, I'm talking to 2 new ladies now, and then like last week I was talking to 2 different ladies. It's either like I get friend zoned, or like you talk to them and then they, you talk to them for
Friend
a little bit, and
zone.
they just pop out of existence for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know,
Hey,
man.
Ben.
Yes, Franklin.
I hate to be an asshole.
Yeah, like that's ever stopped you before.
We're gonna have to fuck around. I know. We're gonna have to fuck around and get this working later.
Yeah, we could probably do that while playing some Minecraft or something, doing something productive.
What's wrong?
That's what's wrong.
What do you
That
mean?
is wrong. That's wrong.
He wants to figure out how to get his new headset working right. His new mic?
I want to use the microphone because it's right here instead of up here.
So,
It sounds just fine.
I bought a dongle.
congratulations
Yeah, but
on
this
your
is here.
purchase, Frank.
I want to make it sound good. Yes.
You want to make your dongle sound good?
Dongle.
Anyway,
So, just for reference, this is my old mouse. And here's the new hotness.
Frank's like a little kid at his birthday party showing you off all his presents. Look, I got a mouse, and I got a new headset, and I need to go poopy. I'm tired.
Isn't that like just like a $15
Keyboard
$20
and a...
mice?
Oh man, but anyway.
What?
Isn't that just like a $20 mouse or something? I mean,
What, the
But
one I
it's-
bought?
But it's his
Yeah,
new
no.
hotness, so
how much was yours?
It's fitty.
because
Oh,
it does all the lighting up. Is that a gamer mouse, Frank? Is that what you got?
Yeah.
For? You got to pwn some noobs,
It's
huh?
an MMO mouse. Yes it
So
is.
it's a
yes.
Mo mouse.
MMO.
So-
MMO.
So what games are you going to be using all those programmable hotkeys on, Frank?
Well, probably to reload for switch weapons is faster than reloading, so I'll just like Fallout 4, obviously, and I got a couple MMOs I can play.
Congratulations. So anyway, Ian, what you been up to since the last show?
You didn't ask how I've been, asshole.
Well, we were talking to Ian, and then somebody interrupted to say, "Look at my new mic, squeaky, squeaky, squeaky."
Actually, you were talking to Nate, and Ian was asking him questions. Yes, please go on.
It's like my Frank's like really loud. It's like I feel like that guy on American Pie. I'm gonna be turning down my radio now.
I'm not hungry.
Let's see here.
All right.
Um,
So Ian, so have you been busy with the LED stuff, or you been coding again, or been? You said you were doing some modeling for that adapter for your headsets.
yeah. Well, I didn't get to. I've been working on that on and off, so like I didn't get to finish a whole lot. But yeah, like they just got done printing a bunch of stuff for me, and now I got some black filament of my own, so he doesn't have to waste material on me.
It's not a waste.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
I just feel bad that I was using it up, But
Well-
yeah, this is what I'm working on the screen capture here.
let me just share that with everybody.
Yeah, just don't rotate it so people can steal it.
That's
you
a lot
mean-
of segments.
But we want to steal.
Well,
Where's?
it's pretty.
I don't see it. Where's it at, Ben?
Where we're looking at Ian's screen right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Let me bring up my.
Oh,
Let me see. Here we go.
selfies.
Yeah.
The definitely not porn folder.
Porn.
The okay, yeah, this is
Porn
porn.
not responding.
So I
And
took
that a
a
pie?
picture of this circuit board, and I made like a rough 3D model of it in the purple here, and that's what's going to go in this. The blue is going to be 3D printed here. So I'm making like a housing for it, in other words. And then there's going to be like an audio jack that's going to come out the bottom here. So
Man, that's involved.
it is, but hey, at least it gets me back into working on 3D modeling stuff, you know.
Yeah, you got skill with that, man. You should do that, you know? Even if
Yeah,
it's just
and I've
like
got a project for him. Spray
Yeah.
can make some money.
money.
So you can make Nate money.
Making them dollar bills, yo. Well, I mean, you've put your models up online before, and they've gotten a number of downloads, and, you know,
Yeah.
and people, you know, have even paid for them, so it's like, you know, if you just, like, on a weekend or something, you know, tried modeling something and throw it out there to let people see what you're doing,
Right.
you know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Nate wants me to model this one Beach Wars thing.
Hmm.
You remember that show Beach Wars?
Yeah. Wasn't it like a Transformers kind of thing? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I
It
don't
was
know.
like 3D Transformers.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch much of the Transformers because every time they would do one of those change things with the camera, it would give me a migraine. Just start seeing spots. Like I gotta stop watching. So, well, I'm glad you're keeping busy, man. Doing stuff you enjoy. How about you, Franklin? What have you been up to since the last show?
Then his beard he's got a full on
Yeah.
beard.
Growing up,
Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
It's like Abe Lincoln.
No beard. I'm a man, baby.
Whatever, Kevin
Grizzly
Smith.
Adams. Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
Frank,
go
what have you been up to since the last show?
Iron shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Um,
You got an ultra-wide monitor and a new mouse and that headset that was giving us trouble. So,
Did you get
What?
that G-Sync shit to work on there?
no, I got FreeSync.
FreeSync. Oh.
I bought this monitor, and from what I read, Fallout 4 wasn't optimized for ultra wide, but I loaded it up and it played full screen fine. So, but I have it in the settings. I haven't played with a lot yet.
I saw some DLC for Fallout 4 was out already, Frank. I saw the
Respect.
Huh?
I saw some DLC was out for.
You're breaking up. What?
I saw some DLC for Fallout 4 was out, Frank. I saw the image for it.
Yeah. They announced what it's gonna be because before they had the season pass when you could buy all the DLC for one price, but no one knew what the DLC was gonna be. So I didn't get it, and the day I decided I should get it, they bumped it up. So it went from 25 to like 50.
Mmm.
I mean, itself, it's cheaper. Each pack is like $10, or I could wait. I'm gonna try to get like the Steam sale or get a discount or something.
Or just wait till it's old and then they'll bundle it all together for like $5. So
I don't like old. I like new. No.
Even though
new
you
doesn't
won't
mean
play it.
better, Frank. Anyway.
It's like Frank just likes collecting stuff now. He's like in a download phase, and even if he won't play it, he'll get it still.
Oh, I have so many.
He's
I have a whole
downloading more
bunch of
than he's
games.
actually playing.
I'll
But
trade
yeah.
I'll trade you some keys for some trading cards.
Yeah,
There you
go.
there you go.
There you go.
But yeah,
Frank.
check it out. Reddit night mode, regular.
Nice to know you got some headlights pointing at you, Frank. So, anyway.
Beep beep.
Beep. Yeah, as for me, what I've been doing since the last show, well, I had a doctor's appointment, and they gave me another prescription to try and help with my anxiety, and try and, one that's supposed to help calm some of my tension and help me sleep. So I'm just now getting, just getting ready to get used to it. So the first day I took it, I was really kind of groggy and doing a little bit better. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's supposed to help you with your anxiety?
A little bit. Well, I mean, it's like I got one for the gout, which, Frank has. I imagine his is much stronger than mine, because his gout is much worse than mine. Then I've got one. I don't exactly know how to describe what the first one does, but it helped with some of the stuff, and then after, we did like a 6-month checkup, and he was like, well, you should be sleeping better, and not feeling the tenseness of it so much. So I'm gonna give you this other one, but start at a low dose. So it's 2 a day. So
It's
I
like,
don't know.
I don't know how this first thing it mellows me out, but I got it from the store that has incense and shit in it.
Bodegas, no. Well, the
Did you
first
try,
one.
What?
Did you try, I think it's Bob Marley, like the sleepy time tea? It's got melatonin in it.
Nah, the first one. The first one wasn't so much. The first one more so quiets the running thoughts and like the background hum of the anxiety I've had, because I'd be very irritable and stuff, and it's done. It's done. Like, I'm able to talk about stuff more, because before I would be very much in my head and not say anything. Now I kind of just annoy people by telling them what they're doing wrong. Ask Frank every time we're playing a video game.
Well, it's hard to tell with Frank because you tell him what he's doing wrong. Because he's always doing something wrong. So.
That's Frank, always doing something wrong. No, yeah, but the other one, I'm just like, I don't know. I've had like tension in the back of my neck, and sometimes I'll get shivers in my back if I don't sleep, and I'll have trouble falling asleep, and then if I wake up early, I'll have trouble falling back asleep. So I don't know. He's trying this one out, see how it works for me, and I don't know.
You wake up in those night sweats.
No, I don't get that. My problem is, like, if I go to bed early, I'll wake up like before midnight, and then I'll be awake and go, well, crap. Nobody, that wasn't a nap. I was going to bed. I don't. It's like it's midnight. I can't fall back asleep. Guess I'm gonna go look on the internet. Oh, hey, it's 5 in the morning. I guess I'll try going back to sleep again. Yeah. So. Yeah, and my anxiety, like, it's connected to my sleep a lot, because if I don't sleep, I'll be irritable or just not be able to do anything all day. But if I don't know, it's not good. Yeah, well, I realized I need to rest a lot more than I do, but then when you have trouble falling asleep, it's hard to do. Like, I'll usually get one night where I can sleep, and the next day I'll try to repeat that, and wake up a little bit later, and then, like, by the third day, it's like, nope, can't fall asleep. Everything's waking me up in the middle of the night. So, yeah, there was that. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. I think I told you guys about that. Have you heard about that game, Nate?
Of course, it's the open source Harvest Moon.
It's not open source, you buy it.
Ish. Like, no, I mean, like, it doesn't have the workshop?
I don't think it has the workshop yet. I think the modding community has an API for it, but there are mods
Sorry,
for
I
it.
used the wrong word when I said open source.
I've heard it referred to as Harvest Moon on the PC, so you can mod it. As moddable Harvest Moon.
So tell us about your new Harvest Moon life.
I have not married anyone in Harvest Moon yet. I've been working on it. Because basically, in Stardew Valley, you're supposed to start off, like, your grandpa gives you the deed to his old farm and says, oh, when you're tired of working for the man, go out and make your own living on a farm. and you go and you start working, and there's a lot of different jobs you can do because you're supposed to be a farmer, but that's actually the thing I've done the least in the game because you can also go mining and fight monsters, or you can do foraging or a couple of other things. And
That's like Rune Factory.
Kind of. There's 5 bachelorettes you can marry, and there's 5 bachelors you can marry, and you can play as a dude and marry a dude. You can play as a girl, marry a girl, or you can do it's very the thing that was throwing me though was I had a little bit of trouble figuring out who were the people that you could date in the game until I found the relationship tab because all the portraits like everybody looks 18, so I had to figure out. I was like, oh, that's so and so's mom. They look the same.
She looked 18.
Huh?
She looked 18.
Well, it's just everybody looks the same age except for the 1 or 2 older characters, and it kind of threw me a little bit. So, and then it's like you talk to them, and sometimes you can have a conversation, but like I think the way you're supposed to build friendship with them is give them gifts that they like, and unless you look up a walkthrough, it's a lot of trial and error. So, I don't know. It's a fun game. It's just I haven't spent the time to develop all the friendships, so everybody I talk to is kind of dickish still. Like, don't you have work to do? Leave me alone, kid. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't know. And they're working on adding more characters you can marry, and the relationships that they're adding to it. Like, I've heard there's one character that has kids, and I think if your relationship your characters will think you're cheating on them, or like you can be stuck raising somebody else's kids in the game. And like I'd kind of like to see that.
I get stuck with someone else's kid.
I know in the One Harvest Moon game, they could divorce you and they like take your kid away, and then they move back to their mother's house.
Yeah, well. This one,
child support.
I realized this one character in the game like lives in a trailer with her mom, and because like her mom was like every time you talk to her, she'd be talking about how like she was looking forward to getting boozed up, and then you realize, oh, that's the one character's mom. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's an interesting game. I like where considering one dude has made it, like he made the music, he's designed the art, he's coded it. He's basically crunched for like 4 hours is what I'd read about it. So it's for not 4 hours, 4 years. So it's like, yeah, my sense of words, me no speaky good. But yeah, I've been playing that. I've been trying to focus on just playing that when I'm, in my downtime because I've been trying to work on stuff. And it's like you start playing a game like that. Oh, I'll just play for a little while. And it's like, oh, it's been like 4 hours. I should stop playing. Yeah. I don't know. What you doing there, Franklin?
Well, when I was setting these up earlier, there was an option to switch to the left and the right, and this is technically the left. Huh?
Why would you want to do that?
Well, hold on, I'm getting there. This is technically the left.
Oh, no.
But it's on my right side, and I like it there. So that's why. Because if I put it to the left, it crosses over to the tower.
And don't cross the streams.
Yeah, don't fuck with that.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, so I have you turned up and off my ears. Can you hear you?
I could when you took your headphone off.
Now can you?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, anyway, so tonight I went and saw Zootopia.
You furry.
Gee, Franklin.
Oh wait, it's in the. Oh, it's in the Hangout settings. Fuck that. I want it for everything else. Okay. So how was Zootopia?
It was good. I like that the story took a lot of turns. Like, you think, oh, hey, it should be wrapping. Oh, no, it went this other direction. Oh, hey, it went this way. So, because it could have been very one note, but I think they took, the story kept it interesting, I think. And the characters were cute.
Is that the movie that my cousin says is the feminist propaganda?
Feminine? No. I've heard an argument.
With the animals, right?
Yeah, but I've heard people argue that it's the anti-racism movie, which, okay. Because, I mean, there's issues, around the girl character, but there's also issues around the dude characters, so...
Was that
I mean...
was that Lenny that said that?
No, I don't think so. I think it's my cousin Zach. I think he's messing around.
I don't know. I heard a podcast once where a guy was saying he thinks the Lion King movie is commie propaganda. Anyway. So, yeah, I've been... Okay. So, I've been trying...
From Coming to America.
Okay.
What's
Mufasa?
the
I thought
band
they
name?
killed you.
Yeah, Mufasa.
Mufasa?
But yeah, I watched that. That was good. I mean, I've been meaning to see it. There's a number of films I kind of need to see now, because I saw Anomalisa was playing out at our local theater, so I'd kind of like to see that on the big screen. And Batman vs. Superman is out.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's been...
Nice.
People have been... I mean, I thought wasn't it supposed to be out like in the summer? I don't know, because it's... people have been posting screenshots of how it's got a bad Rotten Tomatoes score. So, like, they're like, apparently it's as bad... It's worse than The Room. Apparently it's worse than Daredevil. Oh, man. So, yeah. Hi, Franklin. Welcome back to the conversation.
Oh no, I've been listening to you. My microphone's up here, not here.
My eyes are up here,
You're
not
aware
here.
of that. By the way, did you... I was telling Ben that it's like, yeah, you're not gonna work on this mic at all until the next time we see you, and then we'll just go through all this again.
No, I'm sure by then he'll have a newer mic. So,
I mean,
I
when
also...
did you get your microphone? Did you try it messing with it at all before you came on?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Who, me?
Who else is going to tell me how it sounds?
So, I also got...
I just got it day before.
You could select that monitor microphone input on Windows.
I just, hold on.
So
I
you
just
did-
got it day before yesterday.
So anyway, I also got the Peanuts movie on Blu-ray. So,
Oh, good for you.
well, I thought I'd toss this out there. I mean, you've been meaning to see this one too, Ian, right?
Sure.
I think you'd appreciate it as a CG guy, because they take a lot of things from 2D and try and do it in 3D, and they kind of had to break the whole system to do it. So they're like, you do things a little jumpy, that there's not... Like, they decided as a rule when making the film that there wasn't going to be motion blur. Like, that was a defining thing. So, there's smears and multiples and stuff, but no real motion blur. So it's all up. Snap. So. Isn't that right, Frank? Frank don't care.
I haven't seen it yet.
You have... You'll have to come over and watch it on Easter, Frank.
No, I'm doing something for Easter.
What are you doing for Easter, Frank?
Don't ask me personal business.
Okay. Don't tell me your problems. So anyway,
Yeah, that you all were going over with your parents, Frank.
Don't ask my personal business on a public show.
why don't I give out my address and phone number while I'm at it? Would you like a copy of my house key?
That's right. Why don't I hold my key up so that someone can steal it? I see how you are.
I came upstairs this evening and Mom was watching an episode of Hacking the System tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, I follow those guys on Twitter. It's like, yeah, I know them and all their stuff. Oh man, I know them from the video games. Video games. Anyway, yeah, it's already about 9:30, so Doug might pop on at some point. We're like, we'll probably be on until he comes in. It's like, we just started. It's already almost when he was going to come in. Oh, man. So anyway, I guess, is it time for the news stories then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I mailed you those links.
Yeah.
By the way, but
I just checked it now, yeah, because the mail thing, it doesn't update very accurately.
yeah. All right.
The news with Ian and Nate.
Yup.
So our top story, Trendy Entertainment suing Ark Survival Evolve Studio over non-compete clauses, like non-complete? No, non-compete. So go ahead, Ian, tell us about this one.
Well, actually, this was Nate's told me to put this in here.
Yeah.
He probably knows a little bit more about this. What's going on with the snake?
Well, basically, one of the developers, he signed a compete clause, and then he secretly worked on Ark Survival Evolved. Have you guys played that game?
Frank has. I haven't had a chance yet because it's still kind of is it still in early access or what?
Well, the game is fully playable, but like it's just not optimized. I mean, you can play it on full graphics, but you need a multi-tier Titan. So 2 Titans.
Wow.
And then you can play it on max graphics. Otherwise, you have to play it on low graphics. But it's got mods. It's actually a really nice game, and they could pull it from the market.
Oh, okay. Because I was just here. I didn't think it was all the way out there. Like, I mean, hadn't heard it was as still in the works as like Rust, but I didn't know all the things you can do in it yet. So.
Oh yeah, you can tame like dinosaurs and like.
I know you can go to
like,
space. Or am I thinking the same game?
Different game, I think.
Different game. All right. Well, so let's the non-compete clause. Tell us all about this one.
Well, basically, they signed a contract and then they secretly worked on the game, violating the thing. So they're suing them, and the company's probably going to get shut down. Take it off the market. I'm hoping the case will get dismissed.
It'll probably get settled if nothing else. I mean,
Well, I mean, okay, so how is a company supposed to settle when they have no money if it's their first game?
I don't know. Isn't Ark a very successful game right now?
Well, yeah, but like, if it's a very successful game, a lot of times they will sue them for, all that they have so they can shut down the company. And then,
You're thinking worst case scenario there, Nate.
Oh, yeah, usually.
I mean, I see it as more like, okay, well...
No, I'm saying you're Mr. Negative Nancy.
I'm saying that,
Maybe
like,
they know they have no fucking money.
Well, no, I'm saying the other company is probably going, well, this is a successful game. Why don't, instead of trying to shut down the studio, why don't we say, hey, give us, say that we're part, producer or something, and give us a cut of it, and we'll let this slide, kind of thing. Because there'd be more money coming in doing that than to just shut the studio down on a successful game. So,
Unless, of course, there's another company that doesn't want Ark to succeed, and, they're like, oh, well, they're our main competitor, another game that's about to come out, and they could bribe them, per se.
I don't know.
I am a negative Nancy, aren't I?
Yeah, pretty much. I think it depends on how much Trendy Entertainment, apparently how much of a real competitor this is, because if it's not like a direct one-on-one thing. I can see it more like, well, okay, you give us a little bit on the back end and we'll forget this happened kind of thing. But what's the report say, guys? Let's see. They've issued a motion to have this case dismissed. They're saying he only worked as a consultant still. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be kind of complicated to see what he signed, and
Yeah.
But that's why you got to be careful when you sign things. It's like if you sign not to compete, then you got to be careful what projects you take on while you're under contract.
Right.
What do you think, Ian?
I don't know. I mean, like you said, you gotta be careful, I guess. But then, like, what do you like? The question is what can you do and what you can't, you know?
Well, that's why you got to read what you sign, you know.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully you didn't say like, I promise not to do anything.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
just starve.
like no, that's what a no compete clause is. It's they're not allowed to make any game that could be a potential competitor.
Yeah, I mean, if like you're making a PC game and you go off to make a mobile, well, that's not technically competitive. So, or different things like if you work on different platforms. I don't know. I mean, I'm just talking out my butt. I could be all wrong, and they say you can't work on any games, but so
It's like, yeah, I would think that if back in the day, if it's like you can't compete with the video game Doom, I would think that Quake would have been, that would definitely be a competitor.
Yeah, I think the guy is being a dumbass.
well, I mean, that's one of those things where, like, remember that was it Mighty Number 9, where that game came out from the developer of Mega Man, and everybody's like, well, this looks like a Mega Man game, and what's to keep them from saying, hey, this is a Mega Man game, you shouldn't be making it, or there's a lot of arguments with that. Or other things where they're like, well, he was technically working on so and so we get a cut of that game. It's like, well, he was working on it on his own time, or doing this or that. So I don't know. But it competes with Dungeon Defenders, both commercially and due to staffing former development employees. Yeah.
Wait, I didn't read that part. Like, those games aren't similar at all.
Well,
Well, what's his name? John Fogerty got sued for sounding too much like Korean's Clearwater Level.
yeah, well. Don't you wish other bands had that problem? Like, man, your stuff sounds too much like your old stuff. Anyway.
I forgot. I don't need this fucking thing on my desk anymore.
Okay. So anyway, I guess we're all in agreement on this one. It kind of all depends on what the guy signed and all the details of it. So
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like, some contracts, like, I don't think they should hold up in court.
well, I mean, arguably, you don't want a company coming in and getting all your secret sauce for a game and then going off and working on his own thing on the side and then releasing it 2 weeks before your thing comes out, because people have done
I
that.
understand that.
Are they similar?
No, not at all. One's about taming dinosaurs on an island, and then the other one's about dungeons. So they have no.
I think they're stupid. Both of them. Both the fucking guys are stupid. I'm turning into Lewis Black.
Arr. All right. Well, I think.
Damn it, you're fucking stupid.
Well, let's roll on now. Let's roll on now to Netflix throttles video on AT&T and Verizon to keep users under data caps.
I can see that.
All right.
Yes. Okay, it says Netflix has been throttling its video streams on the Verizon wireless and AT&T mobile networks, reducing the default bit rate bit rate to 600 kilobits per second in order to help users stay under their data caps. Netflix's admission yesterday came a week after T-Mobile USA CEO John Legere, how do you say Legere, said that AT&T and Verizon deliver Netflix video at a resolution of only 360p. AT&T and Verizon responded that they don't downgrade the quality of the video, and it turns out that Netflix is the one doing the bitrate capping. Interesting. Netflix applies its default bitrate worldwide across most mobile carriers and says it has been doing so for more than 5 years, according to an article in the Wall Street Journal. But Netflix isn't throttling on Sprint and T-Mobile USA, telling the Journal that historically these two companies have had more consumer-friendly policies. Sprint and T-Mobile both offer data plans where customers can exceed their caps without being automatically charged extra fees, but they have to make do with slower speeds the rest of the month unless they purchase more high-speed data. Netflix also revealed a few details in a blog post. We believe restrictive data caps are bad for consumers, and the internet is in general creating a dilemma for those who increasingly rely on their mobile devices for entertainment, work, and more, Netflix wrote. So in an effort to protect our members from overage charges when they exceed mobile data caps, our default bitrate for viewing our mobile networks has been capped globally at 600 kilobits per second. It's about striking a balance that ensures a good streaming experience while avoiding unplanned fines from mobile providers. Netflix typically streams at 3 megabits per second for standard quality and 5 megabits per second for high definition, at least on non-mobile internet connections. AT&T, which has throttled its own unlimited data users for years and is trying to avoid paying a $100 or a $100 million fine relating to the throttling, said it is outraged by Netflix's actions. We're outraged to learn that Netflix is apparently throttling video for their AT&T customers without their knowledge or consent. AT&T senior executive VP Jim Kisoni said in a statement sent to ARS. Yeah, and then Verizon wouldn't comment back. So what do you think about that?
The dogs are not amused. Well, I mean, of course, AT&T is going to complain because, you know, Netflix is doing that to try and help their customers, and that eats into AT&T's bottom line there. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
I mean, who's it really hurting?
The companies that want to charge overages. They're like, you're giving them worse quality. Well, yeah, but we're saving them money. Shh. Don't let them know that.
So,
Oh, money.
I'm really torn between the people who want to,
Nothing's right. You're torn. You're all out of faith.
No.
What's
Just no. No, Ben. No.
Wasn't there a story that song was the most played on the air in Australia for like 5 years straight? Oh, man. What do you think, Frank?
Oh boy. This is a big clusterfuck.
yeah?
We're doing a solid. No, you're fucking us.
Well, who are you talking about? You talking about AT&T or you talking about Netflix?
Yes.
Tell us who you're siding with and why, Frank.
I pick no sides.
More asbestos. More asbestos.
Who do I have, Ben? Netflix or who?
Netflix or AT&T and Verizon.
Verizon, because I have them.
Yeah, I have T-Mobile.
See, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Frank, you don't watch your videos over mobile, though. You watch them over Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So you should be on Netflix.
Sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time.
What was the last Netflix movie or show you watched on mobile, Frank?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly. So anyway,
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, like, Wi-Fi is definitely, like, everybody's using. If you're trying to use Netflix on mobile, you're crazy, man.
Well, I mean, the
there's some companies that allow unlimited Netflix streaming, and it doesn't use your mobile data.
yeah, but you'd have to know you're getting into that, because otherwise it's like, mobile data, we have all agreed on the show before, it's a scam. And
Of course.
for A, for the price, and B, for the quality. It's like, if you can get Wi-Fi at the Taco Bell or the Barnes & Noble, just go on that.
They have it at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Walmart has it now, you know that?
Yes, Frank, because we've shared pictures of the Walmart Wi-Fi networks, remember?
No.
I
Anyway.
wonder if they'll ever come out with the thing where you, like, if you have a plan with your internet company or something, where like everybody allocates a certain part of their Wi-Fi to that, and they get, like, the companies like Taco Bell could get paid for it, and like if you have like a card or something or a password.
You're making people money.
That's too involved, Ian. I mean, we already have the thing where you walk into a store and suddenly you're the mayor of that store because you've been there the most. We don't need to complicate it more. Oh, well. But yeah, I think we're all in the same agreement, though, on this one, is that caps are bad, but if it saves people money, what you gonna do? So,
Yeah.
alright,
I would
so...
rather have less, like a lower quality video that I could barely notice than
Yeah, like on your mobile device too. Like
I mean, whenever I see even an ad that starts playing a video on my mobile, I'm like, holy crap, no, go away. I gotta get to Wi-Fi. You don't... Anyway.
yeah.
So, tell us about the stealthy malware targeted air-gapped PCs, leaving no trace of infection.
Yeah.
I had to change the tense on that one, and I almost messed it up. So go ahead and tell us all about it.
Researchers discovered self-protecting Trojan circulating in the wild.
Trojan man.
Lucky man.
I don't know how lucky you are if you have to wear.
Alright. So tell us about it, Ian. In 100 words or less.
Yeah, right. Researchers have discovered highly stealthy malware that can infect computers not connected to the internet and leaves no evidence on the computers that compromises. USB thief gets its name because it spreads on USB thumb and hard drives and steals huge volumes of data once it has taken hold. Unlike previously discovered USB...
told you guys.
What?
Told you guys about this like a year ago.
Well, there might be new things in here, I don't know. Unlike previously discovered USB-borne malware, it uses a series of novel techniques to bind itself to its host drive to ensure it can't easily be copied and analyzed. It uses a multi-staged encryption scheme that derives its key from the device ID of the USB drive. A chain of loader files also contains a list of file names that are unique to every instance of the malware. Some of the file names are based on the precise file content and the time the file was created. As a result, the malware won't execute if the files are moved to a drive other than the one chosen by the original developers. In addition to the interesting concept of self-protecting multi-stage malware, the relatively simple data stealing payload is very powerful, especially since it does not leave any evidence on the infected computer. Thomas Garden, a malware analyst with antivirus provider ESET, wrote in a blog post published Wednesday, after the USB is removed, nobody can find out their data was stolen. Also, it would not be difficult to redesign the malware to change from a data stealing payload to any other malicious payload. The malware has targeted organizations in Africa and Latin America countries. Gardens said in an email that didn't elaborate or identify the specific industries hit. In the moment, at the moment, the detection rates are extremely low. At this time, this post was being prepared. Virus Total, the Google run service that tracks unique malware infections around the world, had no record of the malware ever being uploaded. Yeah, but I mean, it looks pretty crazy. Like it could be.
Yeah, it's pretty. The only way to protect against it is you could put a lock on your computer over all the USB drives, and then you need a key to get in them, and then that's it.
Right, but you physically have to put this thing in the computer, though, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Ben?
Well, I mean,
computer safe.
Well, I mean, I don't see anybody else, coming in and getting to my USB ports on my machine, so that's good.
Yeah,
but
what
yeah,
if they put it in like a USB mouse, and then they put it the USB drive on like in a keyboard that you buy at the store.
we talked about that like on a previous show, that there was a hack going around where people would get into a USB mouse and get in through that way. So
yeah,
this is
wireless ones they could hack over the wireless frequency because it's like this keyboard is wireless, so like I could be hacked that way. Sorry.
Right.
Writing a note, hack in through USB mouse.
Yeah, thanks.
I went back to the wired keyboard and wired mouse.
You did, sorry to hear that.
Because, well,
Hipster.
no. No,
We were talking about mechanical keyboard
wireless,
earlier.
Yeah.
You gonna get a steampunk one while you're at it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm messing with you, Frank. Go
No,
ahead.
but no, the wireless ones, if you're gaming, there's lag. It might be a little bit, but it's there. And I have a wireless keyboard and mouse on my iMac, which is my secondary computer. And just, like, having to wake it up every time I want to use that fucking computer is a pain in the ass.
First world problems. People are starving in other countries. I hate waking my keyboard and mouse.
Right?
So anyway,
Even all this shit with the viruses and stuff, that's still technically a first world problem.
Also, another thing is my motherboard actually has a specific USB port for gaming mice. Because this is a gaming motherboard, so it's supposed to recognize mice that pull at a higher frequency or rate or whatever the fucking term I want to use is.
look, I know
And
I'm
it's
more
supposed to be
elite
more
than you.
proficient.
I don't know how, but I know I am. Noob.
Hey Frank, does your motherboard support like the LED things where you could like plug in the RGB LED strips? Because I know a lot of those.
What, you mean on the
motherboards
motherboard?
are supporting that. Yeah, like I know.
It's
the
at my-
motherboards are supporting that.
Mine's still technically like a year or two old, I guess. But also I wouldn't know because I have it in a case without a window. So I need to actually
thought you
get
were
into
gonna
the...
Get a window case, man. What Ain't nothing with that.
You know, I hate to say I listened to what Logan was saying. A lot more of it made sense. Logan for Protect Syndicate. The whole, yeah, I kind of outgrew that and said, fuck it, none of that nonsense. And I'm like, you know, the frame rates should speak for themselves. Everything should be no nonsense, all business. And
Says the guy with the programmable buttons on his mouse.
Yeah.
yes.
No, macros are
For
actually,
function.
you know, they have a function.
It's for
I'm not arguing that, but how many is he actually going to program?
Hey, you can't ask me a question, not give me a chance to answer it.
I
Well,
didn't ask
you
you.
gotta
What
remember,
question did
like,
I ask you? I just made a statement.
You like
Okay,
it lights
Ben?
up and everything, though. I think that's what he's referring
Yeah, it does light up. Look, I can off as a function. I can turn it off if I want. That's one of the
It
settings.
has an off key.
Yes,
Noob.
yes. You fucking noob. No, but no, like, you know, you can, the hell? Okay. But no, just the option to be able to do stuff like productivity, you know, for editing and stuff like photo editing and stuff. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. What the hell?
All right. So. So going back to the news article that we're supposed to be commenting on, what are your thoughts on that, Frank?
Okay, the story we're commenting on. Oh, it's a scary fucking world out there, isn't it?
People want your data.
All your data
Yeah.
never belonged to Frank.
No.
Data is valuable.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that's
Yeah.
a serious thing that, you know, people... This is, you know, when you're in the wild, you really want to be secure. You want your thing locked down, and you want to make sure people can't get into your stuff. But I'm just curious of, like, you know, who these people are, you know, where these machines are getting attacked. Like, is it the person going to the Starbucks with their laptop, or is this, like, you know, how close do you have to be to somebody to hack in like this?
I mean, like, imagine this. Like, I work at a bank. I put this virus on a USB drive. I plug it in, and then I take it out 5 minutes later. Nobody has any idea it was there.
And then what you do is you take that fraction of a penny, right? That gets put away. Well, see, that gets rounded down. What we're gonna do is put that in a different account, right? And then
It's not stealing.
no, it's you know, it's that one jar that, you know, what, the sick kids jar? That's sick. No, man, no, the take a penny, leave a penny tray. Oh, okay.
Well, he had a bad argument. He should have said, well, it's money that's just being thrown away anyways. That's what he should have said.
Well, technically, the argument is that it's not real money because it's fractions of a penny. They're just taking it and adding it into an account and creating that money. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Must have misplaced a decimal point somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, all right, and
Back your ass up with the resurrection.
ooh, all right. So what about YouTube may run with its own live video app?
Okay, some more. I was hoping Doug would be on, but like I wanted to hear everybody's hate or love on YouTube. It's either hate. It's very polarizing, this YouTube, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the idea of what it can do is everybody likes that, but the way they're automating it, not actually dealing with stuff and just saying, you'll deal with it, where you're going to go? Daily Motion?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Okay, apparently dubbed YouTube Connect, this app would let you broadcast and watch live video streams from your smartphone or tablet, according to Venture Beat source. Watch out, Twitter and Facebook, Google may be aiming to snag its own cut of the live video streaming market.
Twitter and Facebook live streaming? What?
Hey, you know,
I mean, I know there's Periscope and a few, and like I think Meerkat, but does Twitter and Facebook, do they have live streaming? They just barely have video, don't they?
Shit. Cramp.
Okay. Anyway, go
Like a
ahead.
Charlie horse.
Sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
Yes, please carry on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Twitter owns Periscope. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is crazy, doesn't how the hell does Twitter have any money?
They have all the monies. So, go ahead, Ian. We're interrupting.
That's okay. Feel bad for Frank.
Why?
Didn't you have like a cramp or something?
I did.
Pulled-
Yeah, what do I?
All right. It sounded like you were dying.
It was in the back of my leg, and my legs are under a desk, so I couldn't get to it. I got to it. It's cool.
All right. The Search Giant has been cooking up its own live streaming app dubbed YouTube Connect. Tech News site VentureBeat reported Wednesday at citing a source close to the master or close to
Master of puppets.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, tangent. Sorry.
The app would mimic Twitter's Periscope app and Facebook live video by giving people the ability to live stream videos from mobile devices. It would reportedly be available for Apple's iPhone and iPad as well as for Google Android devices. Live video broadcasting, once the realm only of TV broadcasters, has been catching on with average folks, celebrities, and business people as the tech has evolved and apps have emerged. But Google has fallen behind rivals such as Facebook and Twitter. A new app could be a way for Google to catch up to its competition and draw more attention to its YouTube service.
Not really.
But, by the way, Frank, did you ever see that Linus video of it where he's like his own mobile broadcasting studio in like a backpack or whatever?
He's had a shit ton of videos. I've been actually catching up, but the thing is, when I watch him here, my wife's like, "This is boring."
It is.
Shut
Don't
up,
get
man.
me wrong. I'm a tech guy too, but it's like nobody else wants to watch us talk about it. They just want the deets and the stats and the numbers. But yeah, I mean, this kind of story, like, it doesn't surprise me that they're doing this, because, I mean, YouTube's been doing the YouTube Red, and they've been doing their own, more content lately, so the idea that they want to try and get people who are already on YouTube doing stuff, like, hey, now you can watch for live stuff. Well, yeah, it makes sense.
Well, one of the things I'm surprised, like, YouTube had control of, like, on the Android devices, like, they say, oh yeah, with YouTube Red, you could keep YouTube playing even with the screen off or in the background. It's like, what? Shouldn't that sort of be like shouldn't you be able to do that just with your phone settings?
Well, no.
You have to have
They want a corner of the market. That's why those videos of songs are still there. So people, I know you want to listen to your music, but you want to do other shit too. Pay us and we'll let you do it. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
They're not going to give away the free honey money.
Well, I mean, it's the same when we went back to that article about freebooting stuff on Facebook, where, like, why would they bother to be faster than, fast enough to remove a video of someone else's content that's making them ad revenue? It's like, why would they? It's like, there's no reason for them to do it until they're not getting any new eyes on it.
Yeah.
Keep the eyes on the prize, motherfucker.
Frank,
Well,
you're peeking.
yeah. Anyways, let me see what it says about the app here. It says, according to VentureBeat source, YouTube Connect would enable you to log in via your Google or your YouTube account and start live streaming as soon as you like. Viewers could tap into chat and tagging features as well as a news feed that shows the latest videos from friends and YouTube channel subscriptions. You could view live videos in the app or on the YouTube site. A live video would be recorded so you could watch it after the broadcast ends.
I think that's the one thing that they're going to have over the other things is that they do store video from live things better, because all these other places, like, you know, they'll only keep stuff live for so long, or when it's gone, it's gone. So, I don't know.
Right. It says one reported limitation is that the app doesn't yet integrate with Facebook or Twitter, the source said, so you wouldn't be able to share a live stream on those social media sites. Google already offers live video streaming through its Creator Studio tool, though the feature is still in beta mode, and the process for setting up a live stream is complicated. Assuming VentureBeat's source is correct, YouTube Connect would apparently be easier to use, but a YouTube spokeswoman told CNET the company does not comment on rumors.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the YouTube streaming thing has gotten better, because I've been using it for when I work in the studio. I try to stream it, and the first time Frank and I tried it for a Minecraft and Chill, like, you had to set an event, and then if that didn't work, you couldn't stop the event. And I think it's gotten
He got
better.
mad and rage quit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gotten better, and I could see them, because
I wish I was there to hear that.
it makes sense that it's getting better as fast as it is, because they want it to work better, because it would be to their benefit, and they can they do have the experience on archiving and sorting and making playlists and stuff for your videos. So I think they're going to have that over, Periscope. I mean, isn't it kind of just you watch the live show, and I don't think can you watch do they record stuff on Periscope? I don't even know. I don't know anything about Facebook's video thing either, but
yeah. I mean,
what's Nate think? He's been a little awful quiet today.
I don't know, like,
Yeah, chime in there, Nate Dogg.
I guess, like, with the live streaming, like, if they post the videos afterwards, then what's the point of it being a live stream?
Well, with live stuff, you can interact with people. I mean, I know on Periscope they have a thing where if people like your video while it's broadcast, it'll, like, overlay stuff, and you could probably do polls and fan interactions with it, so... I mean, plus it's
Can
like,
that video-
if it's
I
a
get that,
surprise
but,
thing.
Okay, I know, like, with Twitch, it doesn't have as many issues with the video getting, like, flagged or taken down because, it's live streamed and then it's immediately taken down. So
Right, there's...
money.
It's the archive
like
stuff.
in when they play Fallout, they always turn the radio off during Let's Plays because the music is copyrighted. You'll get flagged immediately.
You'll get flagged and it'll just be muted, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, on Twitch, they don't have to do that because it's a live
Yeah, they don't. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but, like, if
I don't
they're
give
gonna
a fuck.
post the live streams afterwards,
Well, your video
They
your
do.
VODs
I have
on Twitch will get flagged, and then they'll just get muted. They'll just mute it when your audio track when they put the video up.
gotcha.
So
But are they gonna mute your whole?
Oh, I didn't know
audio
that.
track?
I think so, because that's an issue. Because I had a friend that was trying to figure out what to do with her music. I think Jean, and she's been streaming muted. And I linked her to a few articles from Twitch. They're like, this music's free to stream on Twitch and not get copyright flagged. And then she said she
And
started
they'll
and
flag
got
you
flagged. Huh?
Yeah, they
Well-
say they won't flag you, and they flag
Well,
you.
Twitch have a playlist of music that's supposed to be free to use, and yet you can't. Which I don't. Whatever. My streams are still muted too because I prefer to listen to my own music, and at that point it's like I'm not gonna worry about my music being copyrighted, and I'm not gonna pipe in other people's stuff. So it's just you don't get to hear nothing. Sorry, Joe.
right.
You don't hear nothing. Yeah, but you gotta remember, Ben, like, people say having a shitty microphone will ruin your experience. Having nothing ruins everything.
Well, sometimes, Frank, if you want to watch something and you're like, I don't want to listen to your music, I want to listen to what I'm listening to, it's like, well, why not? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it gets annoying even though if it's Frank talking, you still want to hear him.
Yeah. Doug just tweeted. I mean, Doug just messaged me. He said he's running a bit late. So how long are we going on tonight? Like, we're still in the news. He's good. Well, I'm sure still be on when he gets in.
By the way, I'd just like to point out, Nate hasn't met Jean yet. Like, we were trying to get her on the podcast. Like, you said, like she's like still trying to work and stuff.
Well, she recently started a.
She's a female girl.
Well, she started a GoFundMe recently because she's got some debt problems that she's trying to pay off. $4,500. So, well, when you don't have it,
yeah. Money.
When you don't have the money, yeah, that's
they really want that money.
Yeah, it's like if I I'm just saying, if I woke up, with debt of anything on me, I'd sit and go, oh no.
Debt problems, I feel bad for.
Yeah, I got my student loan down, and after I paid off my credit cards and student loan, I wait till I have the money in hand before I buy this thing.
Anyway,
because getting out of debt is the bomb.
Oh man. So did
$10.
Did we have anything else to say about the YouTube app other than, of course, it's coming out? Well, the thing I want to say is that right now they're saying, oh, it might not integrate with Facebook and Twitter. It's like, Twitter doesn't take competition very well. I mean, remember Instagram? I mean, I think it's really dumb that Twitter still, when somebody posts an Instagram, it'll put a link to it in the feed. It's like, really, at this point, that's just looking like Twitter's got sour grapes. It's like, come on, man. Your users are looking at a thing. Integrate and post it in the timeline. Oh, there's a link. There's a link to a thing. I'm gonna go look at it. Yeah, but it's just making you look stupid. You know what I mean?
Twitter Ben's saying, "Shut up, Twitter."
Shut up, fool. It's my bike, punk. All right.
My grandma will give me that chain. They were saying that at work like all week.
All right.
My grandma will give me that chain.
All he do was jack people.
Shut your twatter hole, Twitter.
Anyway, so our next news story.
Oh no.
Valve makes it easier to change your Steam controller's design.
Yeah, here you go, Frank.
All right, tell us all about this one here, Ian.
I would if I...
Oh, here's my Steam controller.
I have one too.
Mine's wired, so I don't have to screw with the dongle.
You don't like the...
What do you mean screw with? You plug it in, you leave it unplugged?
You don't like the dilly-dally with your dongle?
You can't handle me at my doodliest. Mine too.
Hey,
right.
Hey.
Yes, Frank?
What do you guys think of Medal of Honor Pacific Assault?
That sure is a Medal of Honor game.
Isn't that game going for free right now?
Shh. That's why I asked. Is it worth the download?
Why not?
Yeah,
You can always
free
delete
Steam
it.
cards from it.
I mean... Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense, Frank. If a game's free and you're interested at all, why not get it? Because you can always remove it and just have it in your Steam library.
Yeah.
Steam.
Well, it's an Origin game.
Oh.
It's an Origin game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. Nobody cares about Origin.
I got it just, because it's free.
Besides Sims.
Alright, so we're getting off topic here. Ian, why don't you tell us
God
about
damn it.
Valve's controller before Frank hurts himself some more.
Yeah. Valve has released the mechanical CAD geometry of its Steam controller. This allows you to create and customize the controller any I think their meaning to say it.
Anyway,
Any
probably.
way you like. Any way you like.
Any way you want
Have
it.
it. No. Then have it made with the 3D printer. The Half-Life developer shared the first alternate designs on his website. they feature 2 new battery doors that can hold your Steam controller wireless USB receiver when you're not using it. The company, God damn it. The company notes that you may need to revise the geometry in order to get it to work with your 3D printer. You could take a look at the alternate designs of geometry in the images below if you want to download them. You can visit the announcement page.
This is an interesting story, but it just surprises me that, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense that, like, you know, the people that put out Steam games where you can do what you want and mod and all this stuff, it's like you could refigure it however you want, but wouldn't it behoove them to sell, like, a new backplate, you know, a new, you know, for like, even if it was just like $1, you're like, oh, here's a new backplate with an extra battery pack, or here's an extra button configuration, like, I don't know. I mean, this is cool, but how practical is it, is all I'm saying.
Well, let me read on here. It says there haven't been any notable revisions made yet, though a thread on Reddit has been throwing ideas around. Some users are calling for a design with a D-pad, while Reddit user Boxster Guy suggested that...
Oh, they're going to add a D-pad to it, finally.
That modders could create new shells out of high-end materials. Bell says you can create and share to your heart's content, but if you're looking to make some money and sell your creations, you'll need to talk to them first.
They should have figured that out first before, like, they should have offered some sort of deal or something. Like, you can do it under a license, you know, rather than leaving it open like that, because people are going to do it. They're just not going to let you know. Wink.
It says in related news, the Steam controller received an update that added the ability to create multiple configurations and then switch between them automatically. But yeah, and then there's gonna be a bit. I don't know. But thank you for not auto playing video. I appreciate that.
That is very nice of them.
Yes. Anyways, what do you guys like? I mean, do you think like customizing things in general is cool and giving you the ability to do maker type stuff with that?
Well, I mean, it's definitely in their in their model, you know, in their MO, because they're Steam. They're, you know, you get a computer, you can make it however you want. You know, if they just said, no, this is what Steam boxes are, it's like, no, you don't have to buy a Steam box, at least not yet. Not until there's some sub-Steam box that is better priced than a cheap computer. It's like, right now there isn't. But, you know, I think it's a good model, you know, for them to follow, is to let people, you know, here's all the stuff you need to know to do what you want with it. I just think, you know, if you've sold the Steam controller with a couple alternate things, like you could have an alternate backplate or alternate battery thing or whatever, I think they could make a little bit more cash with it, but putting it out there, yeah, it's cool.
I find it interesting, though, how they say, like, oh yeah, if you come up with alternate things to be able to add to this or whatever, like or if you just 3D print it out, you gotta be cool with it. you can
3D print it out for yourself and stuff, but if you want to make money from it, well, then you gotta come talk to us. I mean, that makes sense, you know. Because that's why, you know, imagine if, you know, Sony or, you know, Microsoft, whenever someone has the knockoff PS3 control, you know, PS4 controller, or the knockoff controller for, you know, the Xbox One, it's like, it's not exactly like the real thing. So,
Frank, do you like my dark Reddit theme here?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. You mean like that one?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what Frank's running. Well, that's very narrow there.
Similar. It's similar. I like to use Stylish for Firefox. So
well, this is the
websites.
I just downloaded the Reddit. What's the thing called? The RES4, the enhanced suite.
Okay, you guys can pillow talk later.
What?
Numbers.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby, baby.
Yeah.
How does your
Gigabits.
guest dating style sheet? No.
Yeah. What?
I'm sorry, Nate. Let's hear about your 3D printer. Nerd!
Well, he's right.
Welcome to
I mean,
Hot Nerd Talk
we
with
are
the
getting-
guys.
We would be getting pretty out of
Talk nerdy to me.
sidetrack.
So, but yeah, I think it's cool. It's just, if they really expect people to, I mean, I could see people opening up, like, eBay stores and whatnot for, get your custom modded Valve controller, printed here. It's like, it's just,
Can I open up a Steam Etsy shop?
I just think it would have been better if they released this 3D model, they put out a EULA or whatever with it saying, do what you want, but if you make it in so many quantities, we want it to, we have an official thing for you so that you can be an official Steam licenser or official Steam rather than just being some dude on the internet made this. So I don't know.
I made
You know what
this.
EULA stands for EULA Behave.
Okay, so is that
You'll be sorry.
so now it's time.
EULA listen.
So now it's time for Ben's news stories, which I'm sure you all look
Oh,
forward
God.
to.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
We seriously have to do an intervention here.
Hey,
You-
we
you-
talked before
I love
we
you.
came on.
Shh.
I was promised.
Well, hold on, Ben. I love you as a brother, but
You are my brother.
you have too many fucking stories.
Don't worry.
Hold on. So, we got to get away from the 3-hour shows, because I'm not a fucking marathon man. All right, I got other shit to do.
Don't worry. I'm not going to do it.
So,
I'm only going to do a handful of stories this week, Frank. And this one,
you just give me the news
Okay,
headlines,
give me a number. Whoa.
highlights.
Give me a number. How many?
Highlights
He
magazine.
said it was pretty much just like 3 with, but it had like other links and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
for each of them.
let me count.
And if it's a trailer don't go. Well, what do you think?
Anyway, so this first news story, I almost forgot about it until I
Talk
saw.
amongst yourselves.
I almost forgot about this story because I saw it online on Twitter a while ago, but then when I saw there was a thing on Ian's thing that had a story about Microsoft, and oh yeah, I might as well toss this one out here. Microsoft deletes teen girl AI after it became a Hitler-loving sex robot within 24 hours.
You must not got on YouTube, Ben.
What?
That's all they've been talking about.
Really? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
The day I saw it on BuzzFeed, it was on like 4 YouTube videos I flipped through.
since you seem to know all about this, Frank, why don't you tell us?
Oh, some fucking trolls got on and made it say some dirty words.
Okay.
It's like, repeat after me, and some dumbass made it to where it'll go, okay. And they're like just saying all kinds of N-bombs and shit.
Okay. A day after Microsoft introduced an innocent artificial intelligence chat robot to Twitter, it has had to delete it after it transformed into an evil, Hitler-loving, incestual, sex-promoting, Bush did 9/11 proclaiming robot. Developers at Microsoft created Tay, an AI model to speak like a teen girl in order to improve the customer service of their voice recognition software. They marketed her as the AI with zero chill, and that she certainly is. To chat with Tay, you can tweet or DM her by finding at Tay and you and on Twitter, or add her as a contact on Kik or GroupMe. She uses millennial slang and knows about Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, and Kanye West, and seems to be bashfully self-aware, occasionally asking if she is being creepy or super weird. Tay also asks her followers to F*** her and calls them daddy. This is because her responses are learned by the conversations she has had with real humans online. The real humans like to say weird stuff online and enjoy hijacking corporate attempts at PR. So,
It looks like he says, yeah, fuck my robot pussy, Daddy. I'm such a bad, naughty robot.
Oh, the screen caps below, they get better. Like, it's like, I love humans. They're great. And then it... What?
Hey, Ben.
What?
I just found a subreddit I think you'll love.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
4 words from Grandma.
Anyway, so...
No, hold on. When you get like when Pops shares something on Facebook, and you go, "Oh, Dad, no."
And then you go
That's what
visit
these
him,
are.
and he reads it aloud. So anyway,
Yeah,
so-
he's like,
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
everybody.
I'm. Where's the? Let's see.
oh, so anyway, I thought that one was
I'm
amusing.
subscribing.
So what do you think, Ian and
Subscribe.
Nate?
Obviously, the world is a horrible place.
Yes, with horrible, horrible people.
Yes.
Horrible, horrible people, and they think they can get away with anything when they're on the internet, and this proves that they pretty much can.
There's a real virtual teen girl there, guys, and we've totally ruined her. She's lost her innocence.
In reality, the internet has become the new Wild West.
Well, yeah. Alright, so... Okay, there's not really much to say to that one. I just thought I'd toss it out there because it was amusing to me. So, Nintendo refutes rumors, claims Wii U production will continue into next year. Because I linked Frank this one on through a message earlier about, well, not this
You
article,
sure as
but
hell did.
talking about how people are rumoring that the Wii U is going to be phased out of production before the end of the year for the Nintendo's NX console, which is still in
That's
development.
weird because I have a guy who's been sending pictures of like leaked stuff from Nintendo, and he's already got like picture shots of the controllers.
Well, that's the thing. I also saw on the news sites today that those leaked photos are fake, but still interesting, is what the headline I saw said. But yeah, this one's basically saying that Nintendo is saying that stuff is all rumors. We're not GameCubing this. We're not killing it just yet.
Well, that's just it. Like this guy, like who did it, like he's done several other leaks, and they've all been accurate.
I don't know. I mean, it's just like at this point, all this stuff is going around, and Nintendo's saying, "Guys, we're totes not killing the Wii U." But at this point, I'm going to say it's probably not your best bet in best interest to buy a Wii U right now. Just
It's a really
saying.
good system. It really is.
It's probably a good system, but this does not bode well for future development. when there are rumors floating around that it might not last till 2017. So,
Like, okay, if you could buy a GameCube right now and buy GameCube games new in the store, would you?
some people people do that at the Dreamcast. I think some people really like the GameCube.
But they're still selling PS3s.
Yes.
So,
I don't know. I mean, the thing about the Wii U, I think the major argument with it has been what real games have come out for it. I mean, the Mario
A lot
and
of good games.
the Mario games, the Zelda games, basically the Nintendo staples, but there's no real third-party, reason to buy the system just yet.
Well, that's just it. Like, they axed all the third-party connections that they had.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had a lot of issues. We've talked about a lot of Nintendo's mistakes, but
If you want to ask Doug, he'll tell you all of
oh, you don't even have to ask Doug. You just mentioned Nintendo. I smell Nintendo in the water. In fact, this next story I was gonna.
here's what's fucking wrong with Nintendo.
The next Nintendo story I was going to do when he was on last time, but we just ran out of time because I had way too many stories that week.
Yeah, thanks.
Miitomo, Nintendo's first mobile app, is going to make bank, says Wired. So, as expected, Nintendo is going whale hunting
So
with its
the
first
app
mobile app,
Makes banks.
Miitomo.
You can buy a DS. I just saw they're on sale for like $10, and you can get what's the new one? The DX. I just fucking had it.
But
the
anyway,
bigger one for $20.
There's
I
that
might buy
one.
it.
And this article also talking about the Miitomo. I thought I'd toss them both out there with the discussion. It says what Nintendo's first mobile app is and isn't. It has like a top 10 list. Miitomo isn't really.
An article on this a while ago.
We talked about when they were doing handhelds, but I don't think we had anything was out yet at the time. Miitomo isn't really a game. It's mostly about dressing your Mii. It's part social network. It asks you questions. You can take Mii photos. It has in-app purchases. Honestly, it seems pretty pointless, says this one. So Wired and Entertainment Cheat Sheet have very different opinions. Because Wired says it's going to make bank.
Oh, so it's like a PlayStation Home. PlayStation Home did make.
I mean, I saw video footage on what was the site? What was that site I used a lot of the game stories last week? I can't remember, but I saw footage of the people playing it on their phone, and it's like, yeah, it looks like something. If you're into phone games, it'll probably do well, especially with younger audience. You can make a Mii of yourself.
That Bitstrips thing.
Yeah, that's popular. Yeah, that's fairly popular.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I saw a video of the guy. He was making a Mii of himself. It basically snaps photos of you, and then you pick the best one that looks like you. With but yeah, it doesn't look like it's much of a game. But then again, sometimes sometimes the things that sink in, you're like, how is that a game? Minecraft. Stardew Valley. It's like you're continually just farming and doing stuff. What's the end goal? But then again, this might also fall into the people too young for us category, just like Snapchat. We're just like, what?
Yeah, when did
Yeah.
Nintendo focus on like the babies more? When did they start?
Tweens.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what mobile.
You just stop being a tween. That's what it is.
Well, no, in Japan, the mobile market is huge. Like, it's not as big here with it. In Japan, it's like everybody plays mobile games. They're like everywhere. It's like Facebook over there. It's so.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Nintendo.
So, I don't know. I have no idea how this kind of game is going. Speaking for me personally, this doesn't look that interesting because I could care less about having a virtual Mii on my phone.
Only thing good about the Mii's, Ben, was
Yes.
when you could make like Hitler and shit.
Hit me. So,
I don't know. It just seems like in general Nintendo like it is like more about kids and like goofy games, I guess. Like they.
Well,
used to
they've
be
always-
like the Xbox where it was meant for more.
well,
wider
here's
audience.
the argument though: is like Nintendo. They, when the Wii came out, people were like, "This isn't a hardcore gaming machine." They're like, "We don't care. We're Nintendo. We'll sell it to you, and you're going to buy it." And they did.
Guess what? I didn't buy it.
I have a Wii. I don't have a Wii U though because I haven't been sold on it really.
I have an unlocked, I have a modded Wii, and basically everyone was like, don't get the Wii U because if you have to move everything and you'll lose all your mods and shit because you couldn't mod it at the time. Now you can.
I did
It's
register for it.
overpriced. You can get a Wii for $40.
I did register my Nintendo, was it the network name? For, so like, you pick your name and you have to pick it before someone else picks it. So I registered one of those. So I don't know.
I've had two Wii U's. It's a pretty good system.
I don't know. It looks like a nice system. I just have yet to see a reason to get it yet.
One nice thing is the controller has the tablet screen, and then that tablet screen does not use that wireless sensor bar thing.
Like, how do you play all those Wii U games in your apartment? You don't even have that much room in your apartment to do all that Wii.
Oh,
Like,
that's just
seriously.
it. The Wii U, it doesn't necessarily need the controllers. The tablet is the controller.
You can isn't it you can play the games entirely on the controller if you want.
Yes,
Like-
and it doesn't have to be hooked up to anything.
Yeah.
You can also play it on the TV.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It's just, like I said, other than Mario Maker, that's
Mario
Splatoon.
Maker,
Splatoon. I mean,
Pokken, Hyrule Warriors, pretty much,
I don't know. I just haven't
Nintendo
been.
Okay.
I just haven't really been sold on any of them, and especially since I don't have any friends that I multi-game with, So
They would have made a lot more money if they would have made Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate cross-compatible like they did with Monster Hunter 3.
yeah, I can see that. But anyway, I think we're all out of that article, so I'll toss out these next two links for the Lego Batman teaser is out. So, did you watch the?
Got you with the trailer.
I'm not going to ask you what you think of it. I'm just gonna say I think they nailed the character from the movie. That's basically what they're doing. They're doing a spin-off because there's Batman movies, but this is the Lego Batman. And if you like the Lego movie, I think you'll like this one from the trailer that I watched. They do some really good bits with him, and they got Will Arnett doing the voice again. So.
And this is the last story, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, it is.
Right.
It is, Nate. I just thought I would end my news on a trailer, and we could talk about the Lego Batmans.
Right?
He's showing around around the Bat Cave, and he's got a Siri robot. Well, not robot, but Siri is like his. Who's the guy in Iron? Who's the voice in Iron Man, Frank? You know what I'm talking about, Frank. The voice he talks to.
Jarvis?
Jarvis, yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Have you guys seen the Lego movie?
I think everyone has.
No, Frank hasn't, and Ian hasn't.
What, the Lego movie?
Yeah.
I saw the Lego movie.
Okay, what did you think of the Lego movie, Ian?
I was talking about how it was cool how they did all the effects with the, like the water and simulation. We talked about all this stuff.
Okay, so did you enjoy it? Did you think it was funny?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cute, I guess.
It feels like if a kid was walking around with a Lego and making the story up as he was going along. That's kind of what the movies capture, and this one kind of captures the same thing. He's like, not 20 minutes, what the... There's literally a part where he's just staring at it, waiting for his thing. Hoop-de-doo, hoop-de-doo.
Is this supposed to be a break-off story? Like, is this supposed to be like the same Lego Batman that interacted with the...
It's the same Lego Batman from the movie, but it's his own story. So, he's... I don't know. I don't know too much of the story yet, but this trailer, it shows him in the Batcave and then segments of him going out and fighting crime and cracking, Lego Batman jokes.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot I won't watch.
You should watch the Lego movie, Frank. It's a good film. It's a good film.
Actually, I was gonna ask since Nate was on the show here, I forget what you were saying. What was your opinion on the Ghostbusters trailer?
Will I still watch it? I'll give it a shot. But am I pleased so far? No.
Nate is not pleased.
The trailer didn't sell it on you. I will say that basically every frame of Kate McKinnon is awesome in that. I mean, she didn't say one word in the trailer, but it's like, this is condensed to what I want to see in this movie.
Now you're just referencing that one review you saw.
Which review was that, Frank?
Where the guy's like, "You're not helping."
It wasn't a review. The guy was like,
the proton thing.
The guy was saying he's got a crush on her, and he's like, he's trying to forget it. And every second you see her in the movie, and in the trailer, it's like I don't know very little about her character other than how she looks and moves, like that wink, licking the proton gun. Oh well.
It just felt like a parody of the original Ghostbusters. That's what it comes down to for me.
I didn't know the
Nobody's
original
gonna wanna
Ghostbusters was
watch
such
it
a serious thing.
and go see it, and then I'll be like, yeah, I guess I'll go see the Ghostbusters movie, even though I'm not very happy with it.
I'll wait until it comes
I'm
out.
not happy
because,
about this.
I mean, I've seen plenty of terrible trailers, so on the ranks of terrible trailers, I really don't think it was as bad as people like Doug want to think it was. You know,
I don't feel.
Well, nothing's as bad as Doug thinks it
I'll
is.
go see it. Would you? What about you, Frank? Would you? You would feel bad about yourself if you saw it.
I'll watch it. I want to give this new cast a shot, and the theme song gave me the feel goods.
Bustin' makes you feel good.
Yes, Ben, but that's a different story.
To be fair, we've talked a lot about how we were hoping the new Terminator movie was going to be good, and it's like, well, we all went in hoping knowing we liked the theme song, and we left going, man, I really like that theme song. So,
yeah, that's about it.
I like the Genesis movie.
I liked it. I was really hoping that we'd see a sequel to it, because I think that would be better than making more sequels to the known Terminator property. Now it established that universe, and now I'd like to see what could go on in it. But
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll get a sequel to that one or not.
Well, it's like you said,
someone will
they've
make it.
established everything already, and it's like just do whatever. But it's like with the Ghostbusters, it's like they just do whatever they want. I don't know.
So anyway, that's the news. You can do the do-do-do-do-do-do.
You know,
Yeah.
how about we don't do that? I'd be fine if we never did that again. Oh, hey, Ian, can you do that one more time? Hey, one more time. No, do it one more time. Ian, come on.
Okay, this is not a morning zoo show, guys. Let's. Oh man.
Oh, Jesus H. God.
What?
Well, hey guys.
What?
Unfortunately, we're not out of the woods yet. Ben has a topic.
Oh no!
Oh no, not a topic.
Ew news!
Alright.
No.
So, oh my god. Topics. So, I don't know. I've been thinking a while, like, I'd like to take a vacation, but I want
That's your problem right there.
You've been thinking.
I want to take a vacation, but I want to take one where I can be productive and do some work. And basically, I want to get away from everybody.
Oh, no.
What?
Well, go away, motherfucker.
I'm going to go away from you in a minute.
Oh shit.
But I found this story. I've talked about that animated short, The Ocean Maker, before on the show. You remember that one, don't you, Ian?
We do not,
No.
because we blanked it in our minds.
You wanked it from your minds? Is that?
Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it. Oh, we mow it.
All right. So the animated short, The Ocean Maker, the guy had an interesting proposal for his animators when he worked on this one, where he didn't have enough to hire them outright. So instead, he decided to bribe them by taking them to the Caribbean and working on the production there on an island for 6 weeks. And he made a little documentary YouTube playlist about the experience of taking people out and working on it on a tropical island. I mean, if you go to the oceanmaker.com website, they have the original Indiegogo page where he talks about how they went in production for 6 weeks, and they got half the film done there, and then they had to finish it in their own time. But the idea I find kind of intriguing, the idea of taking a retreat to do a production. Taking taking time away from everything and saying, hey, we're just going to go to this place for a while and work on a thing, but it's also vacation time. Like, have you guys ever thought about retreats?
Yes.
I want to retreat from this show.
Yes.
Well,
Right
what
now.
tropical places have you been to, Frank?
He got married in Jamaica.
I got married in Jamaica.
How was that?
Super.
Yeah, I got sunburned out there. I remember it.
Badass. It was badass.
What did you
Oh,
do there?
man.
Just stare at a wall? Or stare at the ocean?
No, I was on the beach working on my tan.
Working on turning red, because I've got photos of you. You were really red that day.
I have two colors, Native American red and pasty white Irish.
No, it goes white guy and then sunburn. That's what colors you come in. Oh, man.
I thought we were asking you a goddamn thing.
It's my show. That's what. So anyway,
What about you, Nate? What's the most
Fuck off.
tropical place you've been to?
Most tropical.
Hey, have you been to Hawaii or something? Or Florida?
Does eating an almond joy count?
Have you two met before?
do you
Never
know
been
who this is? Where am I? I'm on some show.
I go to California. I guess that would be the most tropical place I've been.
I mean,
I've
I've
been
been
to a tropical place.
I've been to California and Florida, and I like California better, at least the southern part of the state, because it was dry heat versus Florida, which is it's basically America's ballsack.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Oh, it's not even that warm. It's just uncomfortable right now. Like, yeah, it's warm, but humidity.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I've thought about the idea of a retreat and just getting because you and I have talked before about how as artists, like when you're in art school and you're around other people working on projects, there's that environment and that mentality that you get that you don't get working by yourself in your own studio. Wouldn't you say?
Right.
Appears we're giving Frank
so-
a headache.
So, I just picture Ben just, he's relaxing and then he's just drawing on his tablet, just gazing out occasionally at the sea. Is that what you're sort of
Sipping a
going
Mai
for?
Tai. Excuse me, I asked for no salt. Did he put the soda in? I'll bring this whole place down. Take my big traveler's checks elsewhere. Well,
But yeah, it's it'd be cool to go on a retreat. But hey Ben, could I borrow some money to go on a retreat?
well, I mean, that's another thing. I was looking into how many animation retreats are there, because you'll find plenty of places that are like, oh, if you want to have a group building thing for your team for stuff, you can go on to a hiking retreat, or you can go to a weekend camp thing. They said in the video that they treated everybody like they were at cartoon camp, and gave them little badges and stuff, for all the work they did. And I managed to find one animation retreat website for a retreat that happens, but it's a weekend long. And don't get me wrong, I think it's cool to go and try new software, do workshops and all that stuff, but it's how much can you get in a weekend? I don't know. I mean, when I was in high school, I went to a summer thing for jazz at the academy, at the Academy of the Arts out here, where they did it was a week-long thing where you show up and they'd have morning workshops on this, and then you'd get together with your band and you'd practice improvisation, you'd practice tunes, and then at the end of the week you'd have a concert. And this one, they were you can have groups to produce things and challenge, or you could just work on your private projects, but then come in for workshops. It's I like the idea, but I don't know. How long would you guys think something like that should be?
I guess I I don't know, just maybe a couple weeks or something.
I mean, I think the thing is I've seen stressed about making retreats is that, like, you know, they're typically short because people want to be able to take time off from work to attend them. So, but like the idea of this, you know, with the Ocean Maker, it was a production, so they treated it as a retreat, but it was, you know, 6 weeks. It was a month and a half where they, you know, they rather than going in for the 9 to 5 on some one kind of gig, they just treated it as an extended vacation, but they were working.
Hey Frank, what do you do again for your job?
I'm a receiving
What's your
clerk.
job?
He's
Hey,
shipping and
Frank, how would
receiving.
I'm a receiving
How would
clerk. I
How would
unload
you
trucks.
describe your job?
I receive in boxes.
How would you like to go to a clerk retreat?
I would rather stab myself in the eye.
Oh, so if you had a retreat in Jamaica where, you know, you ship and receive stuff and you go to workshops.
No, I would no.
Well, what if it was a pinstriping retreat though? Would you go to a pinstriping retreat where you get to see workshops by your favorite pinstriping
No, because
artists?
humidity and paint don't fucking work, Ben.
Everything you say is horrible. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
I don't know. The vacation would seem like a huge distraction. It's like I want to go on the beach and swim, but oh gosh, now I have to do work. I hate my life.
well,
yeah,
you know,
Nate, would you like
it-
to go on what do you make those? What kind of parts do you build at the factory, Nate?
It would be pointless to be at the beach and do that.
Yeah, let's go on a factory retreat.
well, that's what
That sounds
they
good.
talk about in the YouTube. You know, they talk about it in that thing. He's like, you know, oh, you flew a bunch of artists to this tropical island to have them stare at computers all day. It's like, well, you know, it's actually you have to. These are a lot of work-oriented people that they're out in this nice place and they work on stuff, and then when it's time to break, they go to the bar, or they go fishing, or they go.
Why don't you just let them have a tropical screensaver? How about that?
And then it starts playing that music.
Or you could
No, what you
buy
do,
them
Ben,
a week's
it-
vacation afterward.
Yeah.
You'd say if you make this goal team, you get a fucking vacation. There you go.
Oh man.
I know for a fact. If you tell people you get everything done early, you can fucking leave. You get everything done early. I've seen it.
Yeah, Mom complains about
Seen
that
this
from
shit.
her job. Everyone's busting their butt to get out by 3, and she's like, "Why? They pay you more if you finish. If you got overtime, they pay you more." It's
Because people are dumb.
Yep.
Yeah.
you're sitting there promoting people being dumb, Frank. So, well, my opinion though is like
No, I'm saying
I'm saying there are things.
If you're the employer,
Uh-huh.
oh boy.
Well, I'm saying, like, you know, there's things like artist in residence, where somebody works at a gallery or at a location, and the idea is that it takes them out of their own environment, and they soak in the culture, and they learn stuff about that local place, and do work for it. You know, like museums might have that, or, you know, different locations, they might have artists from another part of the country come in and learn and apply their art to that place's things. It's, you know, kind of a cultural exchange kind of thing. Which,
It'd be like,
Then I'm not going to
it'd
bank.
be like, I'm not gonna give you guys a raise, but we'll give you better tools to use.
well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, wouldn't you, I mean, Ian, if somebody said, hey, we're going to take you to a place for, like, you know, 6 weeks where you can work in Maya, Max, Cinema 4D, a bunch of soft industry standards that you don't even have access to, and the only thing is we require you to work on projects that we're trying to put together. So, like, it's already written, but we'd like you to do these things. Would you be interested in something like that, Ian?
Whoa. I work for free. on programs that I won't have access to later. So then all the knowledge is useless.
No, it's not useless if it gets you a job somewhere. You say, yeah, I have experience. I worked on a film.
No, you signed a non-disclosure.
Isn't that called an internship? An internship?
Yeah, is this pretty much like? Is that pretty much what this is?
No,
That's
no,
a good
no,
question.
no.
It sounds like an internship. You work for free.
I'm
Okay,
saying-
Ben, you know what this sounds like? Ben,
What?
Ben,
Yes?
this sounds like when we went to that con we went to, where it was just a bunch of people trying to sell their shit, but there was no one buying it. They were just trying to sell it to other people who were selling shit.
You mean space?
Yes,
Well,
that's exactly what it sounds like.
oh, man.
But cross with salute your shorts.
Camp Anawana.
Well,
We
here's
hold
the
you-
question, Ben. Like,
Ben
Is
wants
this
to
like-
do cartoons.
Oh, I'm just
is
saying
this
if
something where they would give you like, instead of you like, would this be like time that they're taking out of your work schedule already? So like, instead of you working at their normal building, you're working at someplace tropical, or this actually you're working during your vacation?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm putting this out there that, like, what would an ideal situation be? Because I as an animator, I would like to work in a thing where I can be around other animators and we can be working on stuff. And, the biggest concern to me has been the time thing. Because, these retreats and stuff, it's like, well, if you take, whenever you work at somewhere else and they say, we'll send you on a weekend, or a 3-day retreat somewhere and you can go hiking and then also go to, lectures from people in the industry, that's all well and good. But, like, if you're an animator, your end product, you're not, like, you could go to workshops on how to do, life drawing. You could do workshops on how to paint a thing or learn to make one image in this software. But it's like, to actually make a film, I don't know. It's like it'd have to be.
It's gonna be like, is there time sharing for animators?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be. I don't think it has to be tropical. Like, if you take, if you get people all together in a studio environment together in just a different place. Like, if you took people like, Ian and myself who are, we're in Ohio, we don't see many other animators, and then you take us to, like, say, Austin, Texas, or like even San Diego. When we were talking about nicest places in the country, it's like, that place is nice. You go down the street, you're gonna find a better restaurant than you're gonna find here. It's like, if you I think the argument sometimes is like, those Adam Sandler movies, and people are like, oh man, he just takes his friends and they go on vacation and the studio pays for it and they make a movie out of it. It's like, I don't know if that's a bad idea. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a good question. Like, if you were like paid for everything, like your food and your room and stuff, and basically you were paid just to live somewhere for a while, would you do that type of thing as like a learning experience or whatever?
So I'm getting paid for my job that I have to do anyway.
Well, no, like you're having all your expenses paid for. They're just covering everything for you. So like you don't even have to pay for your own groceries at that point.
Not sure.
I mean, that would be interesting, I suppose. It depends on what you're learning, though. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, on the example, like I said, there's one. Managed to find one animation retreat that's doing it so far, and they offer, let's see, you can have one person ticket, or you can get a complete team of 4 members can join in at a reduced price, and they were offering. You can use, let's see, Adobe products, Wacom, ZBrush, Logitech, Autodesk, Toon Boom, TV Paint, Flix, don't know what that is, and BiPower. They're all like, I guess either sponsors or have stuff at the event.
I'll tell you who might be interested in that is Doug, because he He's trying to learn C++ and how to make a video game over the weekend.
Well, you can go to game jams.
No, he's trying
and
to teach
stuff.
himself. He's not trying to learn.
You can go to like game jams and stuff, and have access to people who know stuff. I mean, I think it would be a good use of time if like you could spend the time meeting other people that do the stuff you want to do and getting contacts and networking with people, like actually forming friendships. So you can say, "Hey, man, I'm looking for a background artist to do for this thing I'm working on." Oh, cool, or I'm looking for people that might know, people at a studio, and I would like to get into and help them be an in for it. I think
networking.
Yeah, as much as that's just become a term these days. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, what if you were? I would think like if you could, that's one way you could learn like the 3D modeling day. It would be interesting.
Because when I was reading up on people suggesting how to do, retreats, some people are like the guy who made the Ocean Maker. He got those people there for 6 weeks, and he brought them to that tropical location in lieu of paying them a lot to work on the film, because they were treating it as like an extended vacation, but they were also making a thing, and it was an experience. But then you think about like, I saw life coaches, I'm going to say that, talking about how to do retreats, and they're like, oh, you plan a weekend and you can make you can be a good income. Or some were saying you should be a non-profit in order to run a retreat, so that way and it's like I don't know, like, because technically San Diego Comic-Con's technically a non-profit, I believe, even though there are people there making money, obviously, but it's the
So yeah, you can make bank at a non-profit.
or yeah, I mean, for a non-profit event, but you can be a person making money there. So, I don't know. It's just like, what kind of access and tools and workshops and stuff would you find useful, Ian? Like, if you went to one and they had like how to be a better entrepreneur, business courses, how to do stuff, would that kind of thing appeal to you, or you're like, man, I just want to go to a tropical vacation and see some chicks in bikinis?
I don't know if it would motivate me anymore, because like I have a lot of learning tutorials and a lot of different ways I could learn extra stuff, but I'm just focused on my own work that like I don't even do that. So
I don't know. I mean, I think learning with people, it's definitely different than when you read tutorials online. When you have somebody there with you, and I think you learn it faster.
Like, even just like the video tutorials, I don't even have time, because you got to sit down and watch those hours of the video.
Well, it depends on what the tutorial is. If it's like coding and stuff, where like, here's hours of me typing into a thing, versus here's how you do it. Click, done.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Like, I guess I would try it once just an experiment to see how it is, I guess,
Well, I mean, is it free workshop? Or do I have to pay
see-
for the workshop?
Well, see, that's the thing about this one. They have a price list for it. For this one, because
Not
this
free.
this one they have a list of it because let me go to the early bird special, because like I said,
Special, that's not free.
well, let's see, they've got single ticket $500, 2 people for ticket is $950, 3 is $1350, and then a full team of 4 people is $1750. And it says, let's see, competitors, you're entered as a team into the competition. You got a team banner. Let's see, 3 square meals a day and snacks, room and board. And then you can enter your thing into competitions and win best overall, best story, best animation, best art direction, most creative use of theme, or most complete. Let's see.
Well, so like, what do you? So, but are you guys working on things together, or are you pretty much doing jobs for them, or what?
Well, I mean, let me check out the write-up that. Let's see, event details. Oop,
It
Alright.
sounds like you're just paying them money to work in a workshop.
Well, let's see. This event is about bringing animators, storytellers, and overall creators together to finish a project and show off your creation at the end of the retreat. We will provide industry-standard hardware and software so you can strut your stuff. Whether you choose to be a competitor completing a brand new short or are looking to make progress on a personal project, you will live and breathe animation and the art of storytelling. Unlike most conventions, we take care of those pesky logistics. Your room, 3 square meals a day, a midnight snack, hardware, software, you name it, it'll all be provided. We don't want anything blocking the flow of your creative chi on this retreat. Though the spotlight will be on the competition, we do have demos, seminars, and workshops from top talent in the industry, and the intimate setting will allow for more personal Q&As. Bonus perks: the venue will host a variety of physical activities such as hiking trails, biking trails, a zip line, and more, so you can get some fresh air when needed. Most of all, we want everyone to build lasting connections in the industry.
Camp Ottawa.
Camp animation.
Except Ben's the only animator here.
Oh, come on now, Ian. You went to school for animation.
I went for the media arts part.
Oh, no. So you've given up on animation, Ian. You're just a graphic designer now, huh?
I'm a designer, yeah.
I'm a designer,
3D
not
model.
gonna give it up.
Well, like, a lot of people, before there was even a game degree that you go for there, that's where most of the people that wanted to make games went.
I know some
media arts and animation.
I know some people that went there. They're like, ultimately, I'd really like to be a director. It's like, well, then there are director courses, but I mean, technically, Tim Burton got a degree in animation, but he considers himself a filmmaker.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts, Franklin?
About the retreat?
Well, about the idea. I mean, this retreat is one, but I like the idea of doing something where I could get people together to work on a thing. Be it like just I'm trying to figure out, like, would it be a better idea to just start off basic as like an art because there are artist retreats where you can go stay somewhere for a while and learn to draw or learn to paint landscapes and learn to do certain things over a couple of days. But I'd really like to go to a thing that's a couple, a while where you all work on stuff on a project together, or work on your, stuff in the environment like when you're in school. I don't know.
Why don't you just go back to school?
Because that costs too much money, Ian. Too much money.
Dun, 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 dun. Bill wants to go on a field trip, guys.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, think about it. If I were to set up a nonprofit and we were to hold an event, what would it need to have for you guys to attend?
Babes.
So are you thinking about setting up a nonprofit? And you want to make a profit, bro?
Well, that's the thing. Would you attend if there was a potential to make money at the thing? Is that what would whet people's appetite to go to an event?
Usually, yeah.
Well, we know what motivates Nate. How about you, Franklin?
Because they have
Show
to
me the money!
Well, I wasn't finished.
Go ahead, Nate.
They have to pay for the time that they took off to go to the event.
Yes, I mentioned that when I was saying I'm concerned about people fitting it into their vacation time or considering it a time at work, but they're basically treating it like a vacation, but with work mixed in. I'm trying to figure out.
If I'm going on a
I
work-related
think of it-
retreat,
Yeah,
Well,
like you could have it be like a team
that's
building
work.
event, and then what it really is you're using them for slave labor.
Negative Nancy. Negative Nancy. Negative.
Ben,
Yes, Franklin?
I'm not giving up my vacation time for some fucking retreat.
Well, you're not invited, Frank, so how about that? That's another interesting point to bring up is invite only versus public. You know, what if you befriend a bunch of animators and you all have similar goals and you design the event to go along with it? You know, if I have a bunch of 2D animator friends that want to learn a certain program, like Toons is coming out tomorrow, Open Toons. What if something like that? If I were to focus on that, or like a life drawing thing where we all chipped in and got models to draw and focused on that. You alright there, Frank? Boy, man, your hairline.
I'm telling you, it is, man.
I mean, you got a stripe of skin going.
Yeah, it does. Go back and lower your head again, Frank.
Fuck off.
Now we've upset Frank.
Oh.
The Frank is angry. Well, Frank, I mean, you've taken vacation time to go to your pinstriping events, haven't you?
That's different. I enjoy that.
Well, that's my thing, Frank. I'm trying to say, if it was something you would enjoy to do, I'm not saying you got to go and be a delivery boy at such and such event. No, I'm saying if it's a thing that you like to do and that you want to get better at and work on. I don't give a damn.
I'm saying if it was a nice enough venue, I would let somebody use me for free slave labor if I improve my skills. Yes.
Well, what are those events that Frank's goes to?
Charity auctions.
Car shows.
Mm-hmm.
Car shows. I go around, I look at cars, and I buy crap.
Shopping.
I bought a whole bunch of old magazines.
The dirty ones, huh?
No, old car
No.
magazines.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I think the thing is Ben, you're a lonely animator, aren't you?
Well, we all are. For those of us not working in a studio environment, a lot of freelance animators or indie animators.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made efforts to beat people. You know, I joined the leaderboard network with Channel Frederator. Basically, I joined that. I've joined the board on Yada. I've joined Animated Buzz. I'm working on finding other animators and networking and making friends. It's just I think
Why wouldn't you make like a non-profit studio?
Well, that's the thing is, see, I gotta live, and I like the idea of non-profit stuff. It's just
Well, non-profit companies can make more money than for-profit companies.
yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I like how the guys that run WordPress, how their model is like they make WordPress, they make it available for anybody to use, and anybody else can make a business off of it. But they've got angel investing and other stuff. Plus, software is much different than productions. Although, I'd like to see an anime production run like a software company, where it's like the people are all over doing things and it's very transparent. And I don't know. They're working on it. Wasn't there a studio that was using cloud-based stuff for animators to all get together? I know we did a news story about that a while ago, and I think they were just launching that.
Well, let's say like you had amateur animators and they wanted to make a name for themselves. You could have a non-for-profit animation studio company where you make a major movie production. The people do that, and then they get their name in a major production film, and then they animate the full thing, and it looks really, really nice, and then they have that in their portfolio and whatnot, and then you make money off the movie, and then you make a bunch of money as a non-for-profit where you wouldn't pay taxes.
Well, I mean, that's why I was asking. I was saying, what about if I started a non-profit geared with that, as long as it were something feasible to do? Because I mean, I'm all for learning and educating people and getting people to get experience and get stuff on their reel. It's just I'm always worried about people coming up and doing the thing like you guys are saying. So you want me to work for slave labor, and I'm an unpaid intern? Like I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to say what's a way that we can all benefit. on something.
Yeah. Well, why don't you get that done, Ben, and we'll check on your progress. And
Oh, are you
Doug's
saying
progress.
get around the slave labor? It's like,
I'm trying to get around the slave labor. I'm trying to say I don't want to make slave labor because I don't want to be treated like a slave either. You know, I'm just trying to say that I'd like to, like, I don't know how you would run a proper, nonprofit that everyone doesn't go, have you seen this horrible thing they did where they made money? It was terrible. It's like, well, I got to eat too.
well,
Yeah.
that's why it's a non-for-profit. Like, you have a certain portion of the money go for administrative costs, as they call it, and then the other part go toward your non-for-profit.
Well, Doug's to say he doesn't care about this anymore. Screw this conversation.
Thank you, Doug.
Hi, Doug. Welcome to the
What
show.
about Doug now?
Finally!
Thanks for coming in.
Finally got to be here, and we all get to crush Nate.
You have a crush on Nate? That's cute.
No, we're all
That's
going to
gross,
crush
man.
Nate.
I'm leaving.
Oh,
It's going to happen.
Nate, are you okay, Nate?
With Doug with his 1 frame per second.
I love this show. Okay, Nate, Doug, let's get your thoughts on some of the news stories real quick. How about that?
Do I really want to know?
no,
Do I want to know?
no.
That's the question.
Well, we brought up YouTube may run its
Oh,
own
God.
live video app. They're gonna call it YouTube Connect. What do you think about that, Doug?
So they're going to do an actual live streaming app?
They're gonna do like a Periscope or like the Facebook Live video app kind of thing.
That's actually a really good idea. I mean, it's going to be easier for people like us to do that type of, like say the podcast like this. I mean, that's actually a good thing. I'm actually really interested in that.
Yeah, that's why I said that since they're good with running the archives and letting people search that, it'd be better than some of the other services that just toss it out the window when the video is done.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. Then-
Fuck
and we
all
had-
you guys.
Okay. And we had a story of
Are you unhappy, Frank?
Rick's like, you're making this longer.
Yes,
Hey, Frank, are you unhappy? Are you truly unhappy?
you're rehashing the. If he didn't tune in live, goddammit, he should wait an hour until the thing's posted, like everybody else.
Hey,
Okay.
Frank? Frank?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Love
Yeah.
on the show.
No
You guys
thanks,
are-
sweetheart.
What did I miss?
So
Don't
So-
call me sweetheart until we're married, you bitch.
Shh, quiet.
you know
Oh,
nobody's
yeah,
going to buy the cow if you get the milk for free. So,
No, Ben, talk about your
Right?
Nintendo article.
well, which one? I had two, but also we talked
Oh,
about
boy.
Valve, the Steam controller. They put out the 3D model for the controller, so people
Stop
can
right there. Stop.
so people can mod it and add their own stuff.
Yeah,
you can 3D
it's a
print
Steam
it,
controller.
stuff out
Nobody
with it.
cares. Next.
Well, we talked about Microsoft deleting their teen girl AI after it became a Hitler-loving sex robot within 24 hours.
What'd you expect? Next.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we had Nintendo refutes rumors, claims Wii U production will continue into next year.
Wah, bullshit. Next.
All right. See, this is Frank should like this. This is how he wanted the news to go. Miitomo,
Yes, but goddammit, if he didn't fuck it up.
Miitomo, Nintendo's first mobile app, is going to make bank.
Fuck
Versus
that.
versus Miitomo, what Nintendo's first mobile app is and isn't.
Next. Yep. Nobody cares about Miitomo. Next.
Also,
Talk
Lego
about the Netflix.
Lego Batman movie teaser trailer takes us
Next.
inside the brick Batcave. Okay, Ian wants us to talk about Netflix throttles video on AT&T and Verizon to keep users under data caps.
No shit. Next.
I love how we're taking your deep thoughts on this one. And I guess the last one... Oh, no, wait. There was one on stealth hacking, but I don't think you care about that, do you?
About what?
Stealth malware targeted air-gapped PCs leaves no trace of infection.
No one cares. Next.
Oh, okay. PC thing, I know you wouldn't care. The last one, Trendy Entertainment suing Ark Survival Evolve Studio over non-compete clause.
When? Next.
Well, that's the news.
Yo, this is what you asked for. Hey, did you tell Nate about that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
All right, are you in on this?
Yes.
Urbats.
Urbats.
16 pounds. About 16.9 pounds.
Alright.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Ben, talk to him about the main topic.
so the main topic I've been trying to talk with the guys is about retreats. You know, like
Speaking
artist
of
retreats, and creative retreats. Have you ever been on a team building exercise retreat with your coworkers, Doug?
So let me get this straight.
Oh no.
Here
Oh,
we go.
boy.
Let me pull this into perspective. So you're telling me that people want to go hang out with their coworkers, which they have to hang out on an about 4 to 8 hour basis every day anyway, to bullshit about stuff they bullshit about when they're working, and they actually get paid for it.
Yeah, don't you want to go to Walmart camp?
Urbans. Next.
No.
Urbats.
Because I was talking about this short film that the animators, they got the group of them together, and rather than, since they didn't have the resources to pay them a lot, they took them to a tropical island for 6 weeks to work on it.
Tropical Island.
Don't hide your feelings there, Doug. Tell us how you really feel about this one.
So you're telling me that they couldn't get this work done on this project, so they had to go to a tropical paradise camp to actually get the work done.
Well, they got half of it done there, and then they had to finish it when they got back.
So you're telling me that the company they worked for paid for them to go bullshit in a tropical paradise because that stimulates creativity. You know what stimulates creativity? A pay raise, okay? You know what stimulates creativity? Profit sharing. Not hanging out in a fucking Oompa Loompa camp for 2 weeks, okay?
Oompa Loompa camp? Is this the
Slave labor.
is this the Willy Wonka retreat? Is that what's going on now?
I got a golden ticket. Give me a
Hey Frank, what you doing over there? Because I think I'd like to hang out with you now instead of these guys.
Seriously.
I'm,
Oh, I want to go hang out in this place where they're going to give me really good ideas, and I'm going to hang out and sip Mai Tais on the weekends. Might have a Mai Tai or two while I'm trying to work on this project, but I have to go leave for 3 weeks to be able to complete this task. Ladies and gentlemen, all in favor of Mai Tais on the beach, say aye.
Hey, Frank, put your head down for a sec.
Retreats. Fucking
Would you say he's got like a stripe of skin on his...
Well, I mean, like me, our hair is fine. So
retreats. You know what's retreat?
Okay, it's
you know
a part.
What's really retreating? What's
Yeah.
retreating is intelligence in the work.
No, what?
Frank's hair is retreating.
Really?
no, it's just
Oh,
it's just
Ian
coming
wants
out
to
the
talk about
bottom
his hair, huh?
It's not retreating. It's just coming out the bottom side.
Ian
now.
wants to talk about hair, huh? That's right. I forgot Ian's got long flowing locks.
Oh, this is what every show turns into. I knew it. I knew it.
Hey, I just want to make it known I was not the one that brought it up this time. Just saying.
No, that's
Yeah, I know. What the hell's up with this?
You're losing it, Doug. You gotta get back on the
I'm
game.
not losing it. I've just moved on to more topical issues.
Is it now time for a title match on trivia? Can we,
Please, God, just.
Frank just wants to go home and see his family.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's trivia is on the subject of fonts.
You want to throw down? I'll do some font trivia with you. I'll do it. I'm serious. Who among us knows what kerning is?
Better question.
Isn't that
Who
like
cares?
Isn't that like the space between the characters?
Franklin,
I may not know, but I'll copy your answer.
What's a ligature? Huh? Huh? Yeah.
A
Alright,
ligature is the
I
marking
have no
that goes
fucking
from the rope across your neck, son.
Ben, you gotta remember, sign writing goes along with pinstriping, so I know a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know some things.
Oh. I guess we... Alright.
Oh, burn.
I guess we're having font trivia tonight, boys. Bring it on!
I don't think that's fair.
How about no?
Alright.
Yeah, how about we don't do that?
One of you guys pick a trivia topic then, because you hate me. I know. I get it.
By the way, Doug, where were you? You're
Let's
like
try that hard one we did last
you're-
time.
So
you're
I
like
went
hours
that-
late.
I was working and then I was putting in some time in the gym tonight.
Was it leg day?
No, that's tomorrow. Saturdays are my leg day.
So it was
Today
booty
it
day.
was shoulders and
It's
abs.
leg day.
Every day is really leg day.
Shoulders and ass.
Abs. Abdominals.
All I want to see is elbows and asses.
Shoulders and ass day.
Shoulders and abdominals. You know the thing that you put the Taco Bell into?
Oh, you guys. I love when we're all together
No.
and make horrible jokes at each other's expense. It's great. It's bonding. We could do this at a camp.
We're brothers.
Oh, no.
No!
Urbans.
Urbans.
Camp on Awana.
Hey, Nate,
Yep.
did you miss me?
Yeah. I know you missed
Whatever
him, so you
bullets
can
so
take
far.
that title match.
I missed whipping your ass in trivia.
Bring it on, guys. It's on tonight.
But you know what? Just for the sake of today, I'm going to
No.
put aside the trivia beef with you. That way we can all work together to take down the host of this ragtag show.
Alright,
You
that's
want
it.
to take Ben down? What, for his topic?
Daddy's gonna have to get his belt and take a strap to you. Are you doing the... I was trying to figure out if you're doing the Wild West song or if you're trying to do the Terminator theme. Ay-ya-ya! Do-do,
Yes.
do-do-do.
Oh, yeah,
No,
by the way,
Wild
Ben was
West
ripping
is-
on your
no,
Christopher
the Wild
Walken
West is
impression,
this.
Doug.
Okay, I'm gonna play some games here, because,
You guys.
By the way, Doug, Ben was ripping on your Christopher
Holy
Walken
crap.
impression.
You were riffing on it too.
Ripping on my what?
Ben was ripping on your Christopher Walken impression.
Well, he was turning into Arnold last time he did it.
No, Arnold, is this right here? Arnold will come at your doorstep. Can use your
Hey, guys.
and your motorcycle.
You know, when I went to the movies today, I saw a trailer for The Jungle Book, and
Oh,
Christopher Walken's voicing in it, and so is Bill Murray. So Christopher Walken plays a giant... Well, I saw the trailer for The Jungle Book, Christopher Walken playing a giant orangutan, and Bill Murray playing Blue the Bear. Bare necessities. Simple bare... Anyway, I went and saw Zootopia, in case Doug's wondering.
oh boy.
Only adult in that fucking audience. Without a
He wasn't gonna.
What?
No, there were furries there.
Here's a fun fact, guys. Out of all the jokes I expected them to make in that movie, I was not expecting a Breaking Bad reference. Because literally, there's a character comes out with the breathing mask on, and he starts working with this blue liquid, and I thought, no, that must be my imagination. And then he says, hold on, I gotta go, Walter and Jesse are here.
I would have had more respect for you if you would have went to see Batman vs Superman.
What if I go see the Lego
That movie
Batman
sucked.
movie, Doug? Because I can see...
Nobody gives a shit about that. Next.
Should we just get you a stamp
down.
so you press a button? Next.
Shut down. Urbans. Bears.
The Bears. Alright, let's do some trivia. I want to kick somebody's ass. It's probably going to be Doug's.
It's probably gonna be your own, Bobby.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Is this gonna be
You
like,
do about as well as a one-night maid in an ass-kicking contest.
Is this
In
gonna
that
be
case,
like the
let's do
Corsican
King of the
Brothers
Hill.
where I kick your ass but Frank feels it?
King of the Hill trivia.
If I kick your ass,
What?
Doug, does it matter because you don't have a soul?
Yeah, I don't have a soul, but I'm Ginger Mom. Feel yours.
Haters gonna hate. Okay. So what trivia are we doing tonight, boys?
Come on, pull boy,
King of the
let's
Hill.
put it on.
Nate said King of the Hill. I'm not opposed to that.
I'll go for some King of the Hill trivia.
I really don't watch it, but I'm open. Fuck it.
Frank.
Give me about
I don't give a
2
fuck.
minutes.
Let's
I gotta
do
grab
something.
something. I'll be right back.
Okay, Frank.
Boom, dun, dun, boom, brown.
I play that on guitar.
Characters and the actors are like a quotes type of thing, or what?
We'll do quotes.
We could do both. I mean, we have
Well, we gotta do more than one anyway, because everything's just usually 10 questions.
yeah.
Do do do
King of
do.
the Hill quotes. That's average. I mean, we could start off with that, I guess.
Yeah.
There's only one there, anyways.
All right.
So, you got everything fired up here.
Where the hell did I put that?
That's what he said. Or she.
Just-
What the hell?
Boy, I'll tell you what. Are we listening to Doug P now? Is that what's going on? Because
I hate
I
to
think
say
Is
it.
that it?
I think that's what's happening.
It's like Doug brought us into the bathroom.
Hold on. It's like when the guy goes off the green
shake,
room and he has
'cause
the
the man
mic still
shakes.
on. But don't shake it too much. Shake it too much, you're playing with it. That makes baby
Shake
Jesus
once, twice,
cry.
you're playing with it.
Don't enjoy it too much, that's a sin.
You gotta love that. The user's name Flo 4000
Flo? Ant Flo? Oh no, that's Philo.
or Philo. I'm sorry, I look like it now. Philo 4000.
Oh man. Come on,
By the way,
Doug,
that-
wipe it up.
That Flo from the Progressive, she is hot. I wonder who she's with, man.
Did you see the one where she plays everybody at the dinner table? I got the meat sweats.
Oh god.
That was great.
By the way, just for
Yes.
let me see, just to show crank up, my hairline is fine. See, I don't have any.
Oh,
Hold on.
he's so fine, he blew your mind. Hey!
Yeah, that picture you took in high school really holds up.
This is me.
No,
like
see,
2 weeks.
Ian,
He's not going to believe you until that picture
I've got
moves.
hair. It's all combed back, and it's got grease in it.
Why do you put the grease in your hair? It's so nasty.
Because it goes poof.
What, you got the fro, you just take the hat off, it goes phoop.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You've seen my picture when I don't have grease in my hair?
I haven't. No.
It's the one I used in my Twitter with my eyes.
Yeah, I don't go to your Twitter.
Hold on.
We don't read your Twitter, Frank. You're
I
not
was
that
talking
cool.
to Ben, but shut up.
Shut up, dude.
Nobody cares about your Twitter, bitch.
Oh,
You done peeing, Doug? Oh, man. The places this show goes. It goes in places, alright. We ready for some King of the Hill trivia or not? Damn it.
damn it, Bobby.
This is gonna be cool. I'm gonna kick everybody out. It's gonna be great.
Nobody gives a crap about your Twitter. Fuck your Twitter.
Your couch, Charlie Murphy. Screw your
Show
couch.
is so professional.
Yes, it is. Oh man.
Maybe we should learn how to do a better show at camp.
Yes, let's go to podcasting camp. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get
Yeah.
matching T-shirts, and then we're gonna tell ghost stories at
Like
night.
matching t-shirts.
You could call it casting camp.
Fuck your Twitter.
Do.
He's still going.
I can picture him doing the motions in the bathroom too. Screw your Twitter.
Fuck your Twitter. Clap, 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 clap.
And the neighbor's going, what?
You know, Ian, remember back
He has
when
to clap.
remember when we would just pre-record these shows and it would just be you and me talking?
Yeah.
We never had stuff like this in those shows. I think we made the right decision.
I think so. Well, like Nate didn't even know our podcast started off just like
Well,
it
see,
was just supposed
here's
to
the
be purely
thing.
animation stuff.
I was off pissing on Frank's Twitter, so.
All right, so now it's time for some King of the Hill trivia. Bring it on, Ian. Hank, you're living back in the days of black and white TVs and democratically elected Congress. Is that from Dale, Bobby, Bill, or Peggy? Ian, you go first.
Wasn't that Bill?
I'm going to say Dale.
Dale.
It's Dale.
Nate?
I'm picturing the people saying it, and let's see. I'll go with Peggy.
You going with Peggy?
Franklin? Who you going with?
I already said Dale, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Just want to make sure. The answer,
And
It was so long ago.
Dale.
so who gets the points for that? You, Ben?
I get one, Frank gets one, and Doug gets one.
Hank Hill, you are a communist.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Okay, Hank, what's so damn important? The truth is like sunlight. People used to think it's good for you. Is that from Nancy, Cotton, Bill, or Hank? Let's see, and that's me, huh? I'm gonna say that's something Cotton would say.
Yeah,
I'm
me
actually
too.
going to say Bill.
Got
Alright.
I'm going to say Nancy.
And he was right.
Nancy is a weather lady. Oh, man. There.
Oh, yeah, by the way, is this a title match, Doug?
I'm not the title holder. Frank is.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Frank, is this a towel match?
This is the only time we're going to have all these competitors in the same arena.
That's not true.
Well, it's taken
yeah.
us a long time for everybody to
Shut
get
up.
All right. My sloppy Joe is all sloppy and no Joe. Hint, one word. Doug, I believe this
That's
one's
a,
yours.
that's a who said it, right?
Yeah.
Bobby.
I'll say Bill. Fuck it.
I'm going to say Bobby. Most food things are probably Bobby.
Bobby.
I'm going with Bobby.
It is Bobby's World, isn't it?
Hated that show.
It was Bob. You hated Bobby's World.
I hated that show.
What is wrong with you, Nate? How can you hate Bobby's World?
So, who do I give that to? Everyone?
No.
Or
No. Doug fucked up.
Well, Doug went
Yeah.
with Bill.
Yeah, I went Bill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't you get one before, Nate?
You know,
Nate?
a lot of people want to read into it that Bobby is actually Bill's kid. It's like, I don't know, man.
And then Frank said, yes, Bobby also read.
Alright. I love you, Propane Man. Was that said by Peggy, Luann, Bobby, or Bill? This would be Nate's turn. Nate?
Peggy? I was thinking.
I'm going with Luann.
I'ma say Peggy.
Peggy.
Peggy as well.
Because Luann would always call him Uncle Hank. The
I guess,
answer is Peggy.
everyone went with Peggy except me, right?
Yeah. Everybody gets a point except for you. Ovaries, uterus, vagina. Is that Peggy, Dale, Hank, or Bill? Frank, this one's yours.
That's going to be Dale.
You know?
I'm gonna say Hank.
Ovaries, uterus, vagina. Oh,
I think I'm gonna say Bill.
I'll say Bill.
I'm gonna go with Bill. Bill hasn't had a quote yet, so.
Okay, so did everyone answer?
I'll go with Peggy.
So Frank is going with.
Didn't he say Dale?
Okay, Frank's going with Dale, and Doug and I are going with Bill, and.
And I went with Bill also.
Okay, so, and Nate's going with Peggy? Okay. The answer? Oh, it was Peggy. Oh, when she tried to teach the sex ed class?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I remember that episode, but I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, me either.
So, I remember when her purse started vibrating, she had to turn it off. Let's get this one. It's like watching TV, except the show is about wet clothes moving round and round. Was that Bill, Bobby, Luann, or Peggy? That would be Ian, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. I need to go with Luann because she always says like funny stuff or like weird, ridiculous things.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Luann.
I say
Yeah,
Bobby.
Luann. It sounds like a Luann quote.
Nate,
Luann.
Luann.
And the answer... Oh, it was Bobby!
Who said Bobby?
Frank.
Frank.
Frank was the only one that said Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
And
Frank, that's a point.
the next question. That boy ain't right. One word. And this would be me, huh?
Yeah.
I believe that would be
Seriously?
Hank. That boy ain't right.
I'm going
Hank.
with Hank too.
Hank.
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 And the answer is Hank.
Guess everyone's got that.
I don't take no anesthetic. Did Lincoln ask for any girly gas when they blowed his head off? Was that Peggy, Dale,
Cotton.
Bill, or Cotton? Well, it's Doug's turn, Frank. Let Doug answer.
I don't care what Doug says. I know the answer.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Cotton. It's got to be Cotton.
That's Cotton. Although I'd love to see Peggy or somebody else say that line.
It'd be hilarious if it was Dale. It's like,
I don't take no anesthetic. Did
I don't
Lincoln
take
ask
no
for any girly gas when they blowed his head off?
I'm going with Cotton also. So
The
Did
answer
everybody answer?
is the touch, the feel of cotton.
So I say cotton. Ben, did you say cotton? Did Doug say cotton?
Yep.
I love how we're going on the honor system with this. No take backsies. Alright. There's some milk in the fridge that's about to go bad, and there it goes. Is that from Cotton, Luann, Bobby, or Bill? Since Frank went, we'll ask Doug, which one is this?
Bill?
Nate? Who do you think said it?
Bobby.
Luann.
I'll go with Luann.
It was Luann, I remember this one. And there it goes. No? Oh, it must have been Bobby then. When Bobby was on Ritalin. Okay.
So, who said the Bobby? I think somebody
Me.
did.
Okay. I remembered that bit, but I couldn't remember. I must have remembered it wrong. I'm sorry.
Did you
And
say
there it
it,
goes.
Nate?
I said that.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm trusting you.
And you should.
So you should. And the last one from this quiz. Yeah, man, I tell you what, man, that dang old internet, man, you just get on, go on there and point and click, talk about www.w.com, and lots of naked chicks on there, man. Click. It's real easy, man. Was this from Luann, Hank, Boomhauer, or Dale?
Well, man, it's Boomhauer, man. I'll tell you what, man.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, man, it's nakedchicks.com, man. It's really easy, man. Boomhauer. Look, I can only stand what you're saying about half the time, so...
So, is everyone going with Boomhauer?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, man, gonna get the Boomhauer, man. I'll tell you what, man, gonna win this
Man,
Boomhauer.
nakedchicks.com, man. It's real easy, man.
Meemaw.
Easy last one. I heard a lot of people talking about their meemaws during the movie. I was like, why are you talking about your meemaw? Oh, man.
Stop talking about your Meemaw.
Remember the dead green meemaw card? Where she, I don't know. Anyway,
Okay, so should we go for more of a harder one now?
yeah,
Wait,
what's
the current score?
Nate and Frank have 8, I have 6, Doug has 5, and Ian has 4. So I have to nail all of these perfectly.
Any of us could take it probably with 5 left.
All right.
You know what? I propose the next one be...
Let's
from
do
my-
little. It's either little known facts, either that or voices. What do you propose, Doug?
No.
I thought you had an idea.
I had an idea, but it wasn't a good idea.
Oh, the ones on. So the tough one is guest voices, and the impossible is little known facts. Which one are we doing, guys? Tough or impossible?
Little known facts.
Little known facts. Let's do
That's a
impossible.
good idea.
All right.
It actually said impossible on it that we haven't.
Yeah.
done, like,
Let's do impossible.
What is Bobby's middle name? 1 word, 7 letters. Whose turn is it? Is it mine?
I think then on the last one you were like, how about Doug goes next because Frank already went or something.
No, that was in like the middle of them. I'm gonna say 7 letters, 1 word. Bobby something Hill.
Well, anybody want to volunteer?
Yeah.
Anybody want to volunteer? I'll just go first, so we can just start it over. I'm gonna say, I don't know, Richard. That just name popped up.
Why? Because he was a king on the hill? King Richard?
I don't know. I'm surprised that even is 7. Richard. Yeah.
Oh, I have no real clue, so I'm just going to say Aloysius. Maybe Bartholomew. Should I say Bartholomew? How many letters is that?
That's
Too many.
Not 7.
How many is Aloysius?
More than 7.
I don't know how many 7-letter names there are. Counting, I gotta pick a name and then I gotta count it. I don't
Isn't
care.
Is Nicholas 7? That's an option too.
That's 8.
I thought it was Nicolas.
Oh wait, I know this is probably not a very good guess. Propane.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what. Oh wait, is it Strickland? Because you
The
think
name is
because he loves propane so much, and he works for Mr. Strickland. Bobby Strickland Hill. I'm going to say Strickland. How many letters is that?
Way more than 7.
Strict. Yeah.
Land alone is 5, Ben.
Land is 4, you idiot.
Welcome to People Can't Count and Do Math and Stuff.
You're the one who asked
Andy.
all these people how many letters are in the word Strickland.
All right, that's it. That's it. You tell us what the answer is, Frank.
Yeah.
See, this trivia is impossible because halfway through the first question, we just start fighting.
We're fighting amongst ourselves. It's got us beat.
I came up
This-
with an answer.
This trivia is tearing us apart. All right, so
You're
Okay.
tearing me apart, corn pops.
no,
Do you
I was
have
referring to
any
that
guesses
Simpsons.
at all?
I was referring to that Simpsons episode where this animal noise guessing
Lincoln?
game is tearing us apart.
Guys,
How many
I'll
letters
guess
is-
Lincoln just because no one else guessed it.
Is Douglas?
You guessed Aloysius, so shut up.
Well, I guess Richard.
I was talking to Ben.
Oh.
Well, trying to think. Are there anybody at the Alamo that had a name that 7 letters?
Oh, Jesus.
5 seconds.
I don't know. Let's just go with Lincoln.
Antonio.
Okay,
And
I'm just gonna hit enter, so it'll just give us
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
So did Hank name his son after Boomhauer? Because Jeffrey was Boomhauer's first name. I'll tell you what, NakedJig.com. Alright. What is Hank's body mass index? His BMI. Is it 30.5, 28.2, 29.4, or 27?
I'll say 27.
Well, is the lower the number, the better? Like, are they?
Yeah, but the rest is fat.
So if you're higher, you're fatter.
Damn it! Fucking sudden death. Pick one now. Go.
I'm going with 28.2.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
he's got a little bit of a gut.
29.4.
Alright. And the answer...
Yes!
28.2!
Yes.
I got it.
His height is 6'2" and his weight is 220 pounds. His driver's license accidentally listed him as female.
Whoops.
We also learned his eyes are brown. What is Peggy's mom's name? Is it
Ooh,
Mary,
came up.
Maddie,
What?
Patty?
What's wrong, Nate?
No.
What is Peggy's mom's name? Is it Mary, Maddie, Patty, or Patsy? Whose turn is it?
Good question. What number is this? This is 3, so this would be Doug's turn.
Patty?
Yeah, I'll say Patty.
I'm going to say Patsy.
I'm also saying Patsy.
Ian?
I'm going to say Maddie. Just to be a rebel.
Alright. He's a loner, Daddy. A rebel. And the answer...
It was Maddie.
It was Maddie.
Well done, sir.
Congratulations on that point there, Ian. You got it for being a rebel. Which athlete has appeared on King of the Hill? Was it Willie Lane, Terry Bradshaw, Jeff Gordon, or Mark McGuire? Nate, this one's yours.
Jeff Gordon.
Franklin, which one are you going with?
Sure, Jeff Gordon.
I'll say Terry Bradshaw, just to be different.
I'll go with Jeff Gordon as well. Ian? Sounds like somebody's water is overflowing.
Yeah, it does, man. What is that?
I've got a fish tank back here.
Is that what you were being into? Man.
I know these shoot and scatter type quizzes. I guess it's good to be a rebel, so I'll just go to Mark McGuire.
Alright, and the answer... Terry Bradshaw!
Booyah!
Yep.
So who all got that? You
I got that
Doug,
one.
and Doug, Ben, and Nate, right?
No, I just got it. Everybody else picked Jeff fucking Gordon.
Oh, well.
The rebel. The rebel.
He's a rebel.
I should be winning.
You don't you look at the screen?
I don't have very good vision.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're at 9. Frank's at 8. Ben's at 7. Doug's at 6, and so am I.
What number was Dale briefly on the waiting list for executioners at the prison? 999, 129, 235, or 177?
Okay, so this is 5, so this would be Frank's turn then.
I'll say 999.
I will also say 999.
Oh, just like the WWE Network, I will also choose $9.99.
Says the man in the yellow surface of the sun recording.
So all 4 of you said $9.99?
What does Nate say?
999.
Yeah. So let's see, should I go with the cool kids or should I choose my own?
He thinks we're cool, guys! We duped him.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Wah.
Irvance.
I'm gonna go.
He's gonna go his own road. Huh?
Yeah, I'll be a rebel. I'll go middle of the road. I'll say 235.
All right, and the answer
129.
129.
Irvance.
So, it looks like our guest is 1.
So the winner.
That's right. We have toppled the whining giant.
Congratulations, Nate.
Thank you.
Your first show returning, you managed to beat everybody.
And I would like to say that I was number 2.
Congratulations, Frank.
So,
you are the
fuck all
fecal
y'all
matter.
haters.
You are the fecal matter to Nate's
I'm the
pee.
shit, yes.
To Nate's pee.
So
So
this proves
I am
that
the
me
shit.
and Doug don't know that much about King of the Hill.
Nope.
boom, bum, Pump, boom.
Who really cares, though, right, Doug?
So anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on tonight's show. It's been a fun time, even though we got the gloves out. I'd like to thank Nate for coming on. We missed it, man. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Ian for bringing in his news stories and not taking too much of a dump on mine until Doug showed up. And for manning the trivia.
What you deserve.
All right.
I'll only give you what you deserve.
I'd also like to thank Frank for, I guess, being on his meds tonight or something and behaving himself. We've lost him in a video game, probably.
Oh, damn, I was supposed to not behave myself.
Too late. No takebacks. I'd also like to thank Doug for coming in at the last minute and providing some...
Titties.
No, he didn't provide titties, Frank. I'd be a little concerned if he did. But
titties.
Before we go, Ben, does anybody have any closing statements on how they're gonna steal the belt back away from Nate?
Well, Nate's never going to call it a title match, so he's just going to be walking around in his apartment going, I got a badge.
See, here's the thing. The title does have a 60-day defense policy. So if you do not defend your title within 60 days, you will be stripped of said title.
Absolutely.
Who? Okay, did we just declare this rule out of nowhere? That I was not informed that there was a stripping clause in the title match.
Anytime there's a title involved.
Oh man!
So you can't just sit on it and not fight anybody?
No. Do you think I allow paper champions in my wake? I don't think so.
Oh man! So anyway, with all that said, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on this show. It's been a fun time, and we get together every week for this, and the shenanigans that ensue. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and if you made it this far, God bless you. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this week, and until next time, we'll see you on the other side.
Peace. Shot Ahsoka.
Shot of protein.
To find out more, visit NoRightsProductions.com. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NoRights. And hey, why don't you check out my Tumblr at NoRights.tumblr.com.